What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Pursuit of High Performance podcast. My name is Nikita Ragoza. And if you want to know how to reach your highest potential, optimize your life, and be a high performer, then you are absolutely at the right place right here, right now. Man, I want to welcome my guest. He is a long friend of mine. He used to be my barber back in Brooklyn. He is a professional barber, and he's definitely a master at his craft. He's also really deep into spirituality. He creates content. He creates music. He creates art. So he's a very creative, artistic human being. He's a conscious soul. And I just want to welcome my great friend, Jason Matteo. What's going on, my brother?
What's up, Hank? What's up, man? How's everything? How's everybody? Nice meeting you
Man,
guys.
all right, man. We're just gonna and I just want to let you know that that's a beautiful dog, and we're gonna dive deep into a lot of
He's
different
gonna be in the
topics.
video sometime. He's gonna be.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. All right, so start by sharing with the viewers about just how you grew up, like the earliest times in your life, and what were those top pivotal moments in your life that really shaped you and becoming the man you are today.
Um, wow, that's a good one.
Deep,
That's a good one,
deep.
Hank. Yeah. Um, Honestly, I would say that things that shaped me was
Mm,
culture, and you know, being from New York. I think New York impacts a lot of us on you know who we are today. You know what I mean? Not saying that everywhere else in America is not as packed with culture in it, because it is. But New York is, man. New York's a big city. Has a lot of strong energy.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So it definitely made me who I am today. It definitely made me go through the path that I'm actually in right now.
Mm,
So I would say, I don't know. I would say the culture.
mm.
Family too, family, friends, and everything else out of that. But culture, I think, is what shaped me to be the man I am today, man.
Awesome. Yeah. So what type of culture is that? Like the New York energy, like talk to the viewers if
I would say hip hop, music, art,
mm,
um, movies, everything that has been given to us.
mm,
You watch it, you see it, you hear it, and then you start picking up and saying, "Hey, I want to do this, or I want to do that," and oh, this is cool, or that is cool. So I think culture, is a big impact. All
mm.
these different types of, you know, things that we have.
Yeah. Yeah. And connecting to your profession, being a barber, how long have you been a barber for and what really inspired you to become one?
Oh man, this is a good one. I actually like that you asked this, man. Um, when I was younger, I was going to cut masters, right?
Hmm.
And there was a barber there before I was a barber. His name was Frisco. Very cool dude. He had a lot of swag, a lot of like,
Yeah.
his energy was cool, man. I really looked up to him, and he was my barber at the time. So I would go to the barbershop, and I would love the energy in a barbershop. Why? Because energy in a barbershop is like social media platform before social media. You know what I mean? Like you go to the barbershop, you hear the first song, you hear what happened in the news. Like everybody's talking about everything in a barbershop. So when I when I would go as a client, and I was like 15, 14 years old, I would I would be like, wow, this is some shit like I would really like to be in, like wow, like this is cool, this is great culture.
Yeah.
So then I went to the owner, spoke to the
Hmm.
owner. I was like, hey, listen, man, I I want to learn how to be a barber, man. Show
Hmm.
me how to do this. Showed me. By the way, his name is Neil. Great guy.
Hmm.
Um, Showed me the ropes, and I took it on from there. I mean, the beginning was very hard, because I was still confused. I didn't know what I really, really wanted to do. But then I realized when you fall in love with something that you're doing, then you know you're doing the right thing.
Mm.
So, and
Powerful.
it just went in. I just kept going. I kept following the path, and it opened doors for me.
Mm,
Opened a lot of doors for me. It's actually
mm,
the reason I'm even in Brazil right now. You know what I mean?
mm.
Like
Yeah.
without, yeah, without barbering, I don't think I would even have taken this step. You know?
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about that. So like you used to be my barber back in Brooklyn. You
Yeah.
worked at Cum
Lo-
Masters.
Love cutting your hair.
Dude, we spoke about,
We
listen, like
spoke a lot.
there's a lot about barbers out there, but this man right here, like he like I love like your energy and the way you just connect to people and just like so like authentic and flowing. And we had a lot of like different conversations about spirituality and chakras and energy healing and personal growth and development. Talking about what you said about moving to Brazil, like what inspired you to take that action and move to Brazil?
Oh man. Okay. The reason why I took the step to move to Brazil was due to the fact the energy here. Now I believe that I believe every country has a source of energy, a
Mm, mm,
field of energy. I apologize. Let me say that correct. A field of energy. And Brazil just happened to be a place where the energy was working for me
mm,
in the best of ways. And I'm meaning gaining more consciousness, gaining more
mm,
knowledge about culture, um, gaining more knowledge about our culture in America, um, and just seeing it helped me see things from a different perspective.
mhm,
So once I started feeling that, I was like, you know what, man? I think Brazil is like another home for me.
mm,
And this is something that I'm gonna go try and go live abroad and just get uncomfortable and try something different, try something new. I mean, at first it was not easy, uh, because sometimes you feel like you're missing home or something, and I thought New York was like my base home, and once I started living here, I was like, you know what, New York's not the only place where I can call home. There's other places in the world that you can call home, and once I started feeling that connection, I was like, yo, Brazil's. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna live here, man. Let's
mm,
do it. You know.
mm.
And I took the step. Took the step.
Yeah, awesome, man. And I acknowledge you for that. You know, it takes a lot of courage to move and try different things and get discomfort, get out of your comfort zone. So, what are the biggest things that you experienced through that discomfort? Like, what are the lessons you took away, and how have you grown through the process?
Oh man, I think the most thing that I've grown on was just self-awareness and
Mm,
self-knowledge and knowing how to take care of yourself and and how there's actual love around the world. There's people that
mm,
actually care. For example, I love New York too, man. Don't get me wrong. I'm from there. I love New York, man. There's just shit that that some people understand and some people don't. But
mhm,
for example, in Brazil, this happened in Brazil. I'm riding my bike, right? And the chain on the bike, the chain that makes the bike keep going, the chain fell off, and I'm like stuck, and I'm trying to fix my chain, trying to fix it, and I couldn't fix the shit, man. I was like getting frustrated.
yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, I was so frustrated, and this guy stopped his car, got out the car, and helped me fix the bike.
Wow.
Now, don't get me wrong, might happen in New York, maybe, but
I don't
it
know about
never,
that.
yeah, it never really happened. So like, just a small little gesture like that was like,
Yeah.
okay, you know, small things like that was like, wow, people want to help, man, and
Mm,
that's hard to find. That's very hard to find in a lot of places in the world. Some people are
mm,
too arrogant or too, I'm not gonna help this person, or I'm not gonna do this for this. You know what I mean? So a small thing like that really opened my eyes. I was like, wow, I love Brazil, man. Like
yeah.
small things like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's beautiful. Talk a little more about consciousness and healing and personal growth. I remember you told me that you went to like a workshop, a seminar for personal development. What has your journey been through, like spiritual awakening, going within, working on yourself, working on traumas? Share like the top transformational
Do you want me to?
experiences that
Do
you
you
had.
want me to be Nick? Do you want me to be raw, man? Do you want me to be like
100% raw. We're,
100%
we're only
raw,
raw here. We're only
man?
raw here, brother. Only
We're-
raw. Only raw here. Let's
okay,
go.
okay, okay. So let me just break it down.
Yeah,
The
please.
first step that introduced me more into consciousness and more into like opening my chakras and understanding what this whole life and this whole culture is about, because this is,
Mhm.
this is a life thing that's been going on for years.
Mm.
Consciousness,
Yeah.
chakras has been going on for. It's just now that it's being more, it's bringing more awareness to people. So
Yeah.
people are, starting to understand and starting to see. Oh, okay, this is happening.
Yeah.
So for me, man, my first step was ayahuasca.
Ooh, wow. Talk
Ayahuasca.
about that. Talk about that journey, actually.
Ooh, this was 2017.
Mm-hmm.
I think that after I came back from India.
Mm-hmm.
It's my trip to India. I came back. I was feeling juiced up, seen a lot, culture shock. So I was like, you know what? Something's gonna happen. A very close friend of mine that I was doing jujitsu with,
Mm.
he introduced me to it. He said, "Hey, man, I have this opportunity to try ayahuasca. I've been reading a little bit about it myself, but I didn't know so much, and I was very interested. So I was like, man, let's go. Let's do this." Um, I was nervous as hell. Like when I found out that I was going to do it, actually the first day, very nervous. But then, I took the step and I was like, let's do it. I've gotten there. There was I would say like a group of 20 people, 25 people there, all different walks of life, all different walks of life. Different. Some people there that were very like financially rich or something, and then there was homeless people there. It was very like a very interesting group of people. Um, and I took this step into ayahuasca, and it was a great healing, great meditation session. It was about
Mm.
took about like about 15 hours, I would say. It was like from night till next morning.
Wow.
Great, yeah, great experience. I met a lot of great people, and that when I took ayahuasca, that opened my awareness so much more, and it made
Wow.
me want to go deeper.
Mm.
Because when you're going through the experience of ayahuasca, it makes you want to even go deeper, man.
Oh yeah.
And it helped a lot. It helped with finding my own consciousness,
Mm.
understanding what consciousness is, understanding what self-awareness is, understanding my chakras, what they mean to me. How do I how do I make it better for myself? How do I work on it myself more? And I'm not saying that that's for everybody. Everybody has a different perspective. So I'm not here to, hey, this is the right perspective. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm.
but this was it for me.
Yeah.
I can't sit there for everybody. From my experience when I did ayahuasca, I went through it and I felt good. Because
Mm.
you're purging a lot. You know what I mean? You're having like epiphanies a lot throughout the
Mm.
process. So you're going through stuff. There was other people there that you know, were fighting other things and
Mm.
were going through other things, which I'm sure they were also going through amazing experience, but I can tell it was a whole different experience for them. Even though
Mm.
we were feeling the same things, but they were seeing something else, you know? And that alone helped me.
Mm.
And I'm not gonna say India too helped me a lot. India helped me a lot because you see things culturally and you're like, whoa, this is not like where I'm from.
Mm.
And that helped with everything, with yoga, meditation,
Mm.
everything. I was like, wow, this is the life and culture out here. I gotta bring this back with me. I gotta, I gotta, I gotta hold on to this.
Yeah.
This is why I came. And once I did all those little steps in 2017, that opened a whole door for me,
Mm.
you know?
Beautiful, bro. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Can you share what you experienced during the ayahuasca? Like what were the epiphanies? What were the visions? What did you purge? What did you
So,
release?
while you're purging all the bullshit in your
Yeah.
body, obviously, all
Yeah.
the bad shit you put in your body,
Yeah.
not the food, but the negative, the toxins, the all that stuff that you don't need in your body. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Um, what else? What else? Well, you also oh, okay. Let me tell you the steps, so it makes more sense and people don't get like confused.
Hmm.
When you do it, you have a thing called peyote. I think it's peyote or coyote something. I don't remember the name, so I apologize whoever's listening and wants to correct me on that. But it's a peyote where you inhale. It's the first session, and at first, all right. Let me be raw with you. It goes straight through your
Please.
nose. Yeah, it goes straight through your nose, and then tears start to drop.
Hmm.
Water comes out your ears, out your mouth. It's like you're purging a little bit. It's like you're
Yeah.
almost, you're just letting everything out, and then
Yeah.
you start throwing up a little bit. Some
Hmm.
people throw up. Some people have to use the bathroom. You know what I mean? Some people are just laying there. It's heavy for them,
Hmm.
and then it's on to the next step.
Wow.
The next step. I'm sorry for the noise.
No worries. No worries.
Um, the next step is is like these medicine drops that go into your
Hmm.
eyes. I don't know the name, so I am sorry that I can't give you the direct name. But the shaman comes around with his wife, puts these drops. He makes sure everybody's okay. He's
Hmm.
checking up on everybody, the shaman. And then the second process is the drops. Now, when you put these drops in your eyes, they start to burn, having a burning sensation, very uncomfortable. But after you open your eyes, it feels very clear. It feels like 100% eye drops, but like
Wow.
this like eye drops you never felt before.
Yeah.
Amazing, yeah, amazing feeling. Um, and then you sit there, you relax, you reflect on yourself, and you kind of like start meditating into your own self. You start feeling
Mm.
very good. I can't explain it. You start feeling all these things, and
Mm.
it's just something you can't really explain in words. It's more of a
Mm.
feeling that you're
Yeah.
feeling, sensation, and then it's about we started this process around like 8 o'clock at night. So after the second process, it's already like 2, 3 in the morning,
Mm.
and the shaman puts us in a circle, and we
Hmm.
start talking about everything. We start everybody's releasing everything,
Wow.
straight raw, straight,
Wow.
don't hold back.
Yeah.
Why are you here?
Yep.
What's your reason? Okay, everybody's getting there, and then the shaman starts speaking. He starts telling us even the way he got there.
Mm.
Um, he actually flew into Brazil to pick up the ayahuasca. He told us how he got it. He said
Mm.
it was not easy. It's not a it's not an easy thing to bring back, or it's not an easy thing to even have around.
Mm.
Then after that is the combo. And the combo is frog venom.
Mm.
Frog venom is the strongest and the purest like thing,
Psychedelic.
yeah, psychedelic you could
Yeah.
put in yourself. Um what it is what happens is you have to drink a lot of water before taking the combo, right? And
Hmm.
we have to wait until the sun is rising. So right at the peak of the sun rising, you take the combo.
Wow.
Combo is very strong. You start purging water, straight water.
Wow.
Why it helps is because you're cleaning out at least 7 or 5 to 7 years of your urine system. So you're seeing things in your purge in your bucket while you're purging. You're seeing things you never seen come out your
Oh
body
my
before.
God.
I don't want to sound crazy or anything, but after I did that, I was like, yo, this shit might cure cancer, man. This might cure
Wow.
like I think this is a medicine that
Yes.
is not being like, it's not being brought to life because
Yeah.
maybe there's a bad cloud around it. I don't know.
Mm.
But when I went through the experience, I was like, wow, this is something that Not, and it's not necessary. Not everybody needs it. You don't need to do it. It's just something that it's an experience that I think people
Yeah.
should go through. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And a medicine that people should feel. Because I felt that it was medicine after a while.
Plant
At first I
medicine.
was like, at first I was like, this is a psychedelic. This is psychedelics. And I was like, okay. And then I got to the end and I was like, wait, I don't know, man. This might be medicine,
Mm,
after how I felt. I can't
yeah.
speak for everybody, but I'm sure everybody there felt the same way, you know? So
Wow.
that was my experience, and I I only went through it one time. I only
Hmm.
experienced once. And I'm sure I probably experience again. Maybe I won't, maybe I don't need to. But it was a great experience. I met different walks of life. I met a guy from Virginia. He was like a woodworker. He was like his third time there, you know. Met a homeless guy. This guy, he was homeless, but he could sing and play the guitar like no other I've heard before. He was playing music for us. It was just amazing, man. I
Wow.
can't like explain it anymore, man. It was amazing,
Wow.
amazing.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like these things are, you can't explain it logically. You can't explain it in words. You got to
it's very
experience it, you
hard,
know?
very
It,
hard. And I'm not so good with words, so like it's hard for me to like break it down exactly how it went down. But I can only say that it was a great experience.
yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Your energy says it all. And actually with the ayahuasca, my friend, recently did it, I think a year or two ago. And
Okay.
he had an extraordinary experience. Like you said, he was purging. He almost died and he came back
Yeah, yeah. You
like
kind of feel that way.
his like soul was coming out and then the biggest thing he realized that he had to like go and release and just surrender to the universe, surrender to the plant
Yeah,
medicine, let the
yeah.
spirit guide him. And like he had a powerful experience. So I'm sure you had that as well. Like,
Same. Anything he told you and what you're telling me
yeah,
right now, I
yeah,
swear, man, that's what it is.
yeah,
It's very powerful. You kind of gotta like let yourself go.
yeah. You got to
Can't
surrender.
be so like, yeah, you gotta surrender.
Yeah, we're so
You
like our, especially like the Western society, we're so like control, like I gotta like dominate, like I gotta like force, I gotta like do
yeah,
this and that.
we're from America. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not saying America's bad, but I'm saying America's strong, man. And America was meant to be a land for great. It was supposed to
Mm,
be great, but there's a lot of things that happen, you
mm,
know, and that's why we feel what you're saying. That's why
yeah,
we feel that. We feel that tension. We feel that control, that like we don't surrender, and
yeah,
that's not healthy.
no,
I'm not gonna sit here and say, hey, that's how we're supposed to do it. No, it's not healthy,
no,
and we
it's
gotta
not, brother.
break that. Our generation, the next generation, the
Yeah,
generation before us, the generation after us, we all have to break that.
yeah,
We can't live like that. You can't live because then we're living by what people are telling us and what the system is telling us.
mm,
You gotta get out of that. You
yeah,
gotta be your own thinker.
yeah.
I was watching something yesterday, real quick.
Go for it, please.
Will Smith was saying this. He was saying, you know, no matter who you know, no matter who you love, no matter anything in this world, you are the only person with the answers. You can't get it from the system. You can't get it from here or from there. You're the only person.
Mm,
You're the only
yeah.
person. Some people are going to support you. Some people are not.
Mm,
And he was saying this, and I agree with him. Everybody's not going to tell you go do this or do that. You have to be the one to
yeah,
find that. You have to push through,
yeah,
especially finding consciousness and
yeah.
awareness and learning about your chakras and meditation. You have to find that.
Mm,
But you got to be really interested in that. You got to really push yourself through to want this.
100%, man. 100%. Yeah, like and like going back to like plant medicine, I feel like there's like a limiting belief around it. Like the just as a society thinking that it's um like a like a drug. But from what I heard and from actually I think either next week or in 2 weeks I'm gonna be going on a retreat with my friends. and
Okay.
we're gonna have a healing ceremony where we're gonna use
Uh,
a psychedelic. We're gonna use shrooms,
Okay.
and with the intention to heal, with the intention to go within, with the intention to release any repressed emotions, release the toxicity, the
Oh,
baggage, anything that's no longer serving me or us as a collective. We just want to release it. You know, we want to let it
yeah.
go
Yeah.
and just raise our consciousness and awareness. So talk about what is consciousness and what is awareness.
Okay. So, you know, I study masonry, right?
No.
Okay. So masonry talks about a lot of this, and masonry has a has a song that we've been listening to all our lives,
Mm.
and it's more, I don't know if it's a song or a lullaby. I don't know what it's called, but it goes like this. It goes, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Life is nothing but a dream, right? You've heard this before, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think consciousness is everything, right? Consciousness
Mm.
is everything. We consciousness is going through us, or as if we're going through consciousness. Yourself, myself, is conscious. You're
Mm.
conscious. I'm conscious. People are conscious. You know, I believe consciousness has something to do with spirit,
Mm.
has something to do with how it's just we're in it. I can't
Mm.
explain it so much in words, but I know it's that we're in it. We're in
Yeah.
consciousness. We're feeling consciousness. You
Mm.
know, awareness is different. Awareness is it's I would say it's similar, but in different forms. I would say awareness is something that is brought to you.
Mm.
Is something that can be knowledgeable. That's awareness to me, at least. I don't know how everybody else sees it, but awareness to me is okay. Um, you're teaching me about yoga and meditation. That's awareness. You're bringing awareness
Mm.
to me. You're teaching me about masculine, feminist, communism, all these different types of labels that we're bringing into the world, and it's expanding more. That's awareness to me.
Mm.
Consciousness is, you know, everybody can be conscious.
Yeah.
It's just, can you see it? Can you feel it? Can you know that you're conscious? Because some people don't feel that way.
Yeah.
Some people have a different mind state. Some people have a scientific mind state. Some
Yeah.
people see, hey, I'm not conscious. I'm just a human, and I'm here, and I die, and I die. When I die, I
Mm.
die. And that's okay. That's fine. That's just not how I feel. I feel
Mm.
I'm conscious. I can touch. I can see. I can feel. I can be
Mm.
aware of that. And some people are not aware of that.
Yeah.
You know. So,
100%.
and
100%.
that's where
Yeah.
consciousness and awareness comes in together. You know what I mean? Like, if you think
Yeah.
about it, it kind of comes together, coexist together. So
I love that. I love that. That's definitely a belief that I have as well. So everything is consciousness. Like we're all a collective consciousness. Like we're
absolutely.
spiritual beings on a having a human experience. Source and consciousness is flowing through us. And for me, what I've found is going within, like you were saying, going within and having a meditation practice allows me to connect to. It's something that I can't even explain in words. Like I said, you gotta experience it. You gotta feel it. You gotta go through the process of sitting with yourself, closing your eyes, sitting in silence, blocking out the external stimulation, and just like being there with yourself. Notice the inner chatter. When the inner chatter dissipates, there's just being. It's just being. You're just being. You're
Yeah,
conscious, you're aware, you're connected, you're grounded. And like when I have like very deep meditation sessions, I can't explain where my feet begin and where the ground ends. So like I feel so grounded and connected to the ground and everything that I just don't know where the like reality begins and where my physical body starts.
yeah,
That's
that's
how you
amazing.
know. That's how you know.
That's
Like when
yeah,
you go so deep and you just release all the noise, you connect to a field, like you said, a field of energy, a field of vibration, a field of frequency, a field of consciousness that is always around us. But we're so overstimulated by the external experiences, circumstances, situations, people, dramas, victimhood, judgment, criticism, racism, this, that, blah, 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 all of that,
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah. No, it
we
is. Yeah, it
forget.
is. And
We forget.
it's a lot of, you know what it is? It comes
Yeah.
from, it's also like to get, all right, when you get on that level that you're saying,
Yeah.
it's a consistency thing.
Yeah. 100%.
And I talk about this with my girlfriend, Livia.
Yeah.
We talk about this all the time because she's a psychoanalyst. She
Awesome.
helps me a lot with understanding and consciousness and awareness.
Awesome.
She says the main thing is consistency. When you're doing this work, when you're meditating, when you're doing yoga, when you're trying to, when you're trying to reach that level of awareness and consciousness, you have to be consistent. And
Every
don't get
day.
me wrong, it's hard because we deal with traumas. We deal with traumas. So what happens is some days you're not gonna want to do that shit. Some days you're not, but you have to.
Yes, you get
You
to.
have to. It's a consistency. You have to, in order to clean up all that trauma.
Yes.
You have to be consistent with this.
Yes.
You have to be.
Yes.
Because if you're not, then you're gonna fall back into your old patterns.
Yes.
You're gonna say, you know what? I don't care about this. I don't care about this meditation. I don't care about this yoga today. And yo, don't get me wrong, Nick. There's some days I get like that. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm perfect. There's some days, you know what? I'm like, I don't care about consciousness today. I don't want to do this today. I don't have this energy today. And then you realize you're like, wait, nobody's gonna do it for you. So what do I have to do to get on that level? Oh, that's right. I have to be consistent.
Yeah.
So in order for you to even feel what you've been saying the past 5 minutes with the consciousness and getting to that level and being grounded, you have to be consistent.
Every day.
Now, if you can do that in New York and you can do that in America, you're on another level already.
100%.
Because we're already dealing with a lot there. You know what I mean? What we were talking about before. You know how the system is, how it makes us not surrender, or how it makes us feel tight. It's already hard to be meditating and be spiritual, and because there's so much heaviness. But to do that out there, you have to be consistent. Yeah. You have to be consistent.
Every day, brother.
If you're not consistent every day, you fall back. You fall back into your pattern. And that's the whole thing. The whole thing to do meditation and to be conscious, the whole ideal of knowing this knowledge is to break all that. It's to break all the trauma, to break all the patterns. It's to break all that shit we have, that baggage that you don't need anymore. The past is the past, bro.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, it's not easy. It's not something, you might walk outside and see something and it might hit your mind, trigger something, and you might start feeling that feeling again. But that's something you got to be consistent with, on knowing, hey, okay, I felt that, it's gonna pass, and that's the past. That's how you get better. That's how you get better and better. You gotta let that shit go. There's nothing more better to be in than the now, right? This is all we have. Even what you and me are doing right now. This is all we have.
All we have.
We can't think about what happened, or we can't even really think so much of what's gonna happen, because that's also like, for example, my brother told me this, because my brother's been reading a lot. He's been doing a lot of therapy and stuff. So he told me something. He said, whenever you're walking or whenever you're just standing still, catch yourself real fast. He said, look behind you, look behind you, and look at all the things you've been through, right? And then he said, look in front of you and look at all the things that you're about to go through. And then he said, look at where you are right now. There's nothing stronger than you at that moment. That's who you are at that moment.
Wow.
You're not this person, and you're not that person. This person here. I can only work from here. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Planning is amazing. You know what I mean? You want to plan for your future? Go ahead. That's amazing. But you have no control. you have no control. Something could happen great,
Mm.
amazing,
Yeah.
bad. Who knows?
Yeah.
Just something could happen. So always just enjoy this. And,
Yes.
and I think once you start seeing that and once you start feeling that, you get to enjoy
Mm.
more. You get to be in this more, and you get
Yeah.
to enjoy consciousness more. You're not
Yeah.
you're not you're not you're not filling your mind with thoughts or what happened or what's gonna happen, because that also
Mm.
creates anxiety. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you know that's not the best anxiety.
No.
You know what I mean? So just be here. You know?
Yeah. As
Yeah.
As Eckhart Tolle says, time is now. Time is
Oh,
now.
the time is now. The power of
Time is
now.
now. The
Have you
power
read?
of now. I haven't. I heard. I listened to the audio.
I read all three books, man. Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh man, dude. Like I love like that mind shift of like what you just shared. Like looking back, the past is the past. You know, it's past. Looking forward, like, but here in the now is where the power is. The power of now. You know.
Because you can make anything happen from right now.
Yeah. Infinite possibilities.
Infinite, man.
Yeah.
Infinite, infinite.
Infinite possibilities.
By the way, you got to read. You got to read the other two books, man. You're gonna enjoy it.
What
Or
books are
listen.
they?
It's Stillness Speaks
Okay.
and New Earth.
Okay. Stillness speaks. New Earth. The
And
power
New
of
Earth.
now.
Actually, I gave my girlfriend this one. This is the Stillness Speaks.
Stillness speaks. Eckhart Tolle.
Amazing book.
Awesome. Stillness speaks,
I
man.
mean, all three of them are amazing because he's always directing. At the end of the day, he's always directing to the power of now.
Mm.
But he explains everything differently in all the books. So amazing book,
Yeah,
amazing
I love
author.
that.
Shout out to
He
Eric
is
Carson, man. He's amazing.
100%, guys. 100%. Dude, I wanna like mirror back to like everything that you just said, because I had goosebumps every like the whole time you were just talking because it was like resonating with me so much. Like having a consistent discipline every single day to meditate, to sit in silence, to quiet your mind. You can use apps like or do different courses. Like I did a course 2 years ago called Ziva Meditation, and it
Mhm.
was like a 15-day course, and it's specifically designed for transcendental meditation. So you're having a mantra, and what you were
Oh,
talking
wow.
about, like healing
Yes.
past trauma. Um, it's a daily discipline where I do 2 times a day, 15 minutes a day, morning and
Okay.
evening,
Okay.
and it really supports with releasing that inner baggage, and it also supports with healing generational trauma. So if we talk about like therapy, like your brother said, um, it's said that we have generational traumas and generational patterns that we are conditioned in, and we observe our parents and our grandparents and their great grandparents, and
Of
it's
course.
passed down epigenetically in our DNA. So
Mm-hmm.
whatever our great grandparents experienced, we're actually living in it. So
Yeah. 100%.
we're not only experiencing our childhood traumas, but we're also reliving and co-creating our parents and our
Yeah.
great grandparents' trauma. So the work that gets to be done right now is so critical to evolve as human beings and to push on the next generations so that they don't experience the pain and the baggage and the traumas that we've experienced.
Of
So we got to
course.
take ownership and responsibility and be leaders in this time right now to really
Of
go within and release all that baggage, release all those repressed emotions of pain, fear, anger, shame, guilt. Like release all of that. It does not it no longer serve you. So
Nope.
sit in there in that meditation practice. Have it every single day as a consistency. Go to therapy. Get a life coach. Get work with somebody that has the practice and has the tools and modalities to guide you to release anything that no longer serves you and release all that trauma so that you don't
And
have to. Yeah, go for it.
yeah, no, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Finish.
So that you don't take it forward in your life, so that whatever experiences and whatever people you connect with, you don't bring that baggage with you. You know, you have a clean
Yeah.
slate. You know,
Yes.
it's not gonna you're not gonna be bringing the baggage into the present. The time is now, the power is now. So release whatever no longer serves you so that you can be
Yes.
present in the moment,
Yes.
conscious, clear, clean and healthy, and just neutral. You know, no more triggers.
Yeah, and it starts with you, man. It
Yeah.
starts with you. You everybody, all of us, everybody, you have to break the chain, as my
Yeah,
mom said.
bro. Oh my
You
God, I love
have
that.
to break the chain.
We do.
You cannot keep repeating the same
Nah,
things that
brother.
our ancestors and our past families in the history have been through. You
Yeah.
can't, because then you're making it worse
Yeah.
for yourself and for the future, and you got to break the chain.
Yeah.
If your parents went through this, you got to go through something different.
Oh yeah. Oh
If your
yeah.
grandparents went through you just got to go through something different.
Yeah.
You got to. And the thing is, also, I wanted to go back to what you were saying
Please.
about the meditation
Yeah.
and therapy and all that, and even you going through the experience that you want to go through, taking shrooms and all that.
Yeah.
The reason why people are afraid
Mm.
of a lot of these things, or don't even want to pay attention, not
Hmm.
even that they're afraid, but they don't want to pay attention to it, is because there's a lot of black cloud around it. There's black cloud around therapy.
Yeah.
There's a black cloud around shrooms
Yeah.
or psychedelics.
Yeah.
There's black clouds around it. Why there's these small black clouds is because sometimes people don't either want you to know about it,
Mm.
or some people are just afraid to know about it.
Mm.
I believe therapy has a black cloud around it because people say, oh, it's for crazy people. No,
Nah, brother.
therapy
Nah.
therapy is helps everybody in
Yeah.
some way. Maybe everybody needs therapy sometimes.
Yeah.
I will like,
100%.
and don't get me wrong, there's days I'll be like, I don't need it. I could figure things out. But there's sometimes I need it because
Mm.
I wanna vent out. I
Yeah.
wanna I wanna say this and that. And
Yeah.
you know, you can have you can listen, you can do therapy with your friends, right?
Yeah.
You can vent
100%.
out to them. But when you're actually going through the actual therapy,
Yeah.
this is a professional
Yeah.
person who is who learn how to listen
Yes.
professionally to you and
Yes.
to understand why you're feeling what you're feeling, and
Yes.
to break and help therapy helps you break patterns
Yes.
of your traumas and
Yeah.
why are you like this today, and why are you like this on this day, you know, because I believe that from the system, right, it
Hmm.
created Monday through Sunday, right,
Mm.
and time and years, right.
Mm.
So throughout time, like let's say Monday through Sunday, right? I believe you go through a certain pattern.
Mm.
I believe that there's a pattern you go through. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be like this today because it's Monday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like this today. Don't you ever see that people are more enthusiastic about the weekend
Yeah.
instead of
100%.
Monday? Instead of
100%.
a Monday? It's
Yeah.
because it's a pattern.
Programmed.
You
Yeah.
have to break. Yeah, you have to break that pattern. You have to say Monday's amazing.
Yeah.
Why isn't
100%.
Monday great? Like everybody says, oh, Monday's shit. Like Monday's the worst day of the week. No, break that pattern.
Yeah.
Monday's amazing.
It is.
You know, Sunday's just not for being lazy. Sunday's also to you want to do something, do it. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Don't let don't let these days or time create this pattern in you.
Yeah.
You have to break that, you know?
Yeah.
And going back to therapy, therapy is amazing, man. It's like I believe everybody should at least try it or at least
Yes.
go through it. You know what I mean? I did it for 2 to 3 months. It was amazing. Do I want to go
Mm.
again? Of course, I would love it.
Yeah.
You know, it's you have to you want a good therapy, you have to pay good money, but it's worth it.
It
It's worth it,
is.
you know? It's
100%.
like it's like eating good food. You're gonna
Yeah.
buy shitty food or you're gonna buy good food. Because
Yeah.
good food is expensive. You know this. You eat really
Yeah.
good, no?
Yeah.
So it's like sorry for the noise.
No
Sorry for
worries.
the
No
noise.
worries. No worries.
But everything I think everything has a black cloud around it, and we gotta take that black cloud away.
100%. By black cloud, I like what you said about that. It's like a smoke screen. So there's a smoke
Yeah, it's
screen
like yeah, you
around.
can't see it, yeah.
Yeah, it's around plant medicine, around uh, therapy, and coaching and meditation, and all of these alternative, integrative, holistic practices that actually support people to heal as a whole human being. You know, they don't take just like a single body approach; they take a whole human being approach. And
Yeah, of
even
course.
with therapy, like cognitive behavioral therapy, supporting healing and releasing toxic patterns and behaviors. Like for example, like even in me, like 2 3 years ago when I wasn't where I'm at today, I had a lot of like toxic patterns and behaviors of
Uh-huh.
I had a lot of repressed emotions of anger and just pain that was just like keeping me stuck in a routine. And just like when I got triggered by something, I like exploded and it lashed out.
Of
And
course.
going Yeah, and like that's what like, especially with men, like we experience that a lot. Like that's why I talk about masculinity a lot and like healing and becoming sacred masculine men, because we as men, um we have a lot of repressed emotions of anger
Oh, so
specifically,
much,
and fear,
so much.
especially fear, like because in our culture, in our society, it's said like, oh, like, oh man, you can't cry, man the fuck up, don't be a little bitch, man
Yeah,
the fuck up, don't
yeah.
cry, don't show your emotions. Yo, that's like the worst thing that you can
That's the worst
give. You
thing.
can. That's the
Tell
worst thing
anybody.
you can do. The worst thing
Yeah,
you can do. So, yo, like if you're a parent, like don't ever say that to your kids, because one, you're
never.
gonna repress them. You're gonna close parts of themselves, and that's gonna create shadow parts of themselves. Like so, like I've like through my coaching with my life coach, I've been healing it and integrating different shadows of ourselves. So like we have light shadows, we have dark shadows, and those are parts of ourselves that we have closed the doors on from our parents or society, that were saying like, oh, you can't be this way, you can't say that, you can't say this, be this way, be that way. So we lock doors on parts of
We got a
ourselves
lot
that
of
are
doors. Yeah,
us, that are us. Even anger, even joy, those are parts of ourselves. We get to experience all of these emotions because that's what we are as spiritual beings. We are here to expand. We are here to be authentic. We are here to express ourselves authentically and honestly and truly, and just speak our minds and speak our truth
of
and
course.
believe what we get to believe, and
Yeah,
just really just be the best versions of ourselves. So
yeah. Going
everyone,
back to
yeah, go for it,
going
please.
back to what you saying about the whole masculinity is that our system and our
Yeah.
culture made us like this,
Yeah.
and, and made us like this because then things won't work a certain way, and
Mm,
that's not what we're supposed to do.
mm,
As a man, you're supposed to feel your feelings
yeah.
as a person, as a human being. But
Everyone.
as a man, even as a man,
Yeah.
you're supposed to cry. You're supposed to feel.
Yes.
You're supposed to feel sad sometimes.
Yeah.
You're supposed to. You're supposed to feel this. You're not supposed to, repress your feelings. And
Nah,
and the
bro.
system and and culture made us think that, and that's so wrong.
Nah,
That's wrong.
it
That's not the
is.
right way. You gotta feel. Even me, sometimes I'm like that. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna. There was a point in my life, right?
Yeah.
I think I was around like 21 or 20, and something shifted in me. And
Mm,
what shifted was that I started becoming more. I was always a sensitive kid, always a sensitive kid. Something shifted in me. I was like, I gotta be a man, because if I
mm,
cry too much, this, that, nobody's gonna respect me, or people are, you know what I mean, like, are
mhm,
gonna look at me this way. And then, the older I started getting, even till this day,
mhm,
I'm like, that's not how I am. I,
mm.
when I'm feeling sad, or even if I watch something, I want to cry.
Yeah.
Let me cry.
Yeah.
Like, why do I have to? There's times I caught myself like, no, you're not gonna cry. Yo, that's
Mm,
crazy. I'm trying to. I'm holding myself back
yeah.
from feeling my own emotions.
100%.
That's not healthy. That's so
Nah.
unhealthy. And we're not supposed to be like that, man. We're
Nah,
not
brother.
like that. And sometimes people feel like they need to be that way because that
Mm,
makes them stronger, or that
mm,
makes them less vulnerable. No, like,
mm.
be who you are. Like, we're
Yeah.
always trying to shape ourselves into being something that we're not. You know what I mean?
Oh my
Like, and
God.
that's not who, like, I don't want to do that because I do that sometimes. Sometimes
Mm,
I'm stubborn. Sometimes I'm in denial, and
mhm,
that's not me. You know what I mean? But
mhm.
I gotta know for myself that I have to break that. And for
Yeah.
people out there, you gotta break that. You have to break that, especially men. Men have
Yeah.
to break that to make it better, to make it a safer world for women,
Oh yeah.
to make a safer world for your kids,
Oh yeah.
for your friends.
Yeah.
Like, it's just something you have to break. We can't
Yeah.
be like this. We can't. We
Nah,
have to
man.
be your authentic self, like you said. You
Yeah.
have to be your authentic self, you know?
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong,
100%.
also, don't get me wrong, some days you're not always gonna be 100% happy or 100. Some days you have to feel what you have to feel.
Oh,
If you're
yeah.
feeling angry, feel it, you know? Just don't
Yep.
let it take over.
Nah.
That's the whole ideal. Don't let things take over. Always
Yeah.
go back to the original feeling, and the original feeling is always trying to feel great and always trying to be
Yeah.
better. But you know, some days some days you're gonna be, you know, this way, and some days you're gonna
Yeah.
be that way. You know, it's a yin and
Yeah.
yang. That's why
I
we
love
have yin.
that.
Yeah, you know.
I love that, man. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with my coaching process, with working with my own life coach, he supported me to become aware of what the core feelings are and how to actually release repressed emotions in a healthy way so that they don't hurt the ones we love.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I can even share that process for the people that are listening. So
Okay.
whenever you get triggered by something that someone says or does,
Mm.
notice what the feeling comes up. So for example, if you get triggered and you feel anger coming up, the first step is acknowledgement. So acknowledge, I am feeling angry. When you acknowledge you're feeling something, you're putting aside the ego, and you're like distancing yourself from the emotion. So you can see it. So I'm feeling angry.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
see it now. All right, I'm feeling angry. You acknowledge it, and then you remove yourself from the situation. So you excuse yourself from the conversation or the person saying, hey, I gotta go outside, I gotta release this in a healthy way, and I'll come back to you and we'll talk about whatever came up. When you release yourself, that's step 2, releasing yourself. You got to move your body in an intense way, because those repressed emotions are energy in motion. Emotions are energy in motion. So you got to release it. You got to move your fucking body. That
Yeah.
I had so many
I
times
agree.
when I did that, and it fucking works. You release it, you release it, you release it. Do some sprints, some jumping
So
jacks, some
basically, what
crunches.
you're
Yeah,
saying, whenever you're feeling an emotion, you're
yeah.
basically saying, "Go do something."
Yeah, 100%.
Like
100%. Go
run,
do
go
something.
work out.
Go
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Yeah. You're
Go
right. I agree.
run, sprint, just do something
Yeah,
intense.
I
Lift some
agree. I
fucking
agree.
weights. Go to the gym, lift some weights, and you'll burn off that emotion. You'll burn it off.
Yeah.
You'll come back to a neutral flat state. You come back to neutrality, and when you're in that neutral flat state, you can actually re-engage, recalibrate, and you come back to the conversation like, hey, all right, so this is my perspective. This is what I was feeling. Whatever happened, this is how I was feeling. Moving forward, my request is. So you always got to make a request. So you got to set that healthy boundary. So when a
I love this.
situation
I love
comes
this.
up, set a
Yeah.
healthy boundary so that things don't happen again. When you set a healthy boundary and you say, my request is moving forward, you're taking ownership for your own feelings, and you're
Yeah.
taking ownership for not letting whatever the external was happening control you, and you're
Yes.
actually stepping back into your power, saying, hey, nah, I don't
This is
fuck with that.
amazing what you're saying.
Set
It
and
is amazing.
set a boundary. My request is this and that, boom boom boom, and moving
Yeah.
forward, that's it.
It's actually amazing what you're saying because
Yeah.
you're actually giving me insight and knowledge about that. Because, for example, I kind of go through that in my relationship in some
Mm,
ways. For example, me and my girlfriend, we can be talking about cultural differences,
yeah.
and I'll get offended
Mm,
because I'm from America.
mm,
She'll say something, and but what she's saying is the truth,
mm,
and something will trigger my emotion, and that's when I know I have to shift, but I'll
yeah.
feed into it sometimes, and we'll argue,
Mm,
and then we'll just create this bad day where we don't even have to have it,
mm,
and we do that not just in our relationships with our spouses, but we do that in relationships with our families, with our
mm,
moms, our
yeah.
fathers, our brothers, our
Yeah.
sisters, our friends. What you're saying is perfect knowledge because you have to do that. You have
Yeah.
to kind of like take yourself out of the situation. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm feeling something
Yeah.
triggered. So I'm feeling so you know what? Instead of reacting to it
Mm,
and creating commotion about it,
yeah.
let me take myself out. And what you
Yeah.
said, man, is perfect.
Yeah.
I'm been taking your advice because sometimes I do that, and
Mm,
well, I'm working on that. That's something I'm working on. I don't know for
beautiful.
everybody else out there if you're working on that, but when I ever get into a conversation or I'm communicating with somebody and something triggers that I'm not feeling comfortable or I don't like what is said, take yourself out of it and reboot yourself. Like you
Yeah.
said, reboot yourself.
Reboot.
Hey, you know what? I understood what you said. I'm not
Yeah.
going to take offense to it, and I'm going to listen.
Yeah.
Communication is like
Oh,
key, man.
yeah.
Communication is key with every relationship you have with
Yeah.
everybody. And
100%.
people have to understand that. That is like key.
Yeah.
And also what you were saying before too with the cleaning the energy. People have to understand energy is so strong
Oh my God. Yeah.
that when you clean your apartment
Yeah.
or something, you have to understand there's energy from
Yeah.
yesterday there. So if you had an argument on the couch, sitting on the couch yesterday, you have to clean that fucking couch,
Oh
bro.
yeah. Oh
Because
yeah.
there's energy that's still there from yesterday that can reappear again.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So people have to just be aware of that
Yeah.
itself. No, energy is so strong, and a conversation could be so strong that it'll be repressed in that energy.
Yes. Yeah.
So everything you always have to clean up. Hey, you're having a conversation with somebody and you're not feeling. Go clean yourself up. Go for a run.
Yes.
Go jog. Go listen to some music or something, or go cook
Yeah.
something. Something
Yeah.
to take you away from that.
I
But
love that, brother.
everything you said, wow. I'm even taking that as advice because I don't even do that sometimes, and that's something I think people out there should do. I think people should
100%.
definitely do that, man.
100%. And there's a lot of different books. Like I'm looking at one right now. It's called Tantric Love, Feelings versus Emotions by Diana Richardson. Shout out to my life coach for putting me through the process and just guiding me through this. So feelings versus emotions. Like I wanted to share this as well. Feelings is what we're feeling in the moment, and emotions are repressed feelings from the past. So, for example, if a 5-year-old and a mom are talking, and the 5-year-old boy is like singing and laughing and having a good time and feeling joy, like he's dancing, he's having a good time, and the mother is having a headache, she's having a migraine, and
And this is amazing that you're saying this.
she
Go ahead.
says, "Shut the fuck up! You have a horrible voice. Stop dancing. You're horrible at dancing." When that happens, instantly, in the boy, he takes it in and absorbs it, because our when we're young, we're just so prone to absorb and be sponges to our external,
Yeah,
especially the people that we look up to, and they get repressed, and instantly right there they get repressed, and they make a belief about themselves that they're not good enough at dancing, they're not good enough at singing, so
yeah,
they repress their voice, they repress them being their authentic selves, and they start playing small, they start hiding, they start distancing themselves, they
of
stop
course.
dancing, they stop singing, they stop being joyful. And that's when that dark shadow begins to evolve. That's when the door locks. Boom.
Yeah,
Joy locked, dancing locked,
yeah,
happiness locked. And that's when it happens. That's when that inner chatter starts to begin. That's when that inner poison starts. And the inner poison is those repressed emotions that come up. So
yes.
when we get triggered, we're actually getting triggered from previous past experiences that
Of
happened
course.
in our childhood. So that's when we get repressed. So when that poison comes up, when those repressed emotions come up, and we react without having the proper tools to release, we're actually spilling the poison onto other people.
Yeah.
And when we spill that poison onto other people, they experience that as well, and then it becomes a cycle. That's when it becomes a pattern. You get triggered, you express the poison, you get triggered, you express the poison, you get triggered, you express the poison. Those are the patterns. So become aware of your patterns, become aware of your emotions, become aware of your behaviors, become aware and consciousness, become aware and conscious
Not this.
of of the trigger. That's where we're coming back. We're all
Yeah,
coming
and
back to, yeah.
you also have to be careful with words you use, man. Like
Yes.
saying
Oh my
saying you
God, brother.
saying you can't is the worst
Oh my
vocabulary
God.
used in your vocabulary, man.
Take it
It's the
out.
worst word. Take that shit out. Take
Yeah,
I
brother.
can't. I won't. Maybe take it
Yeah.
out. You
Oh
have
my
to release
God.
it. Now, what you were saying about what was the Arthur again? I'm
It's
sorry.
Diana Richardson.
Iron Richardson. Okay, so
Yeah.
I read a book called The Four Agreements.
I was just gonna go there, bro. Just gonna go there, man. Woo!
By Miguel Ruiz.
Yeah, Don Miguel Ruiz.
Yo,
Beautiful book.
beautiful book,
Oh
beautiful
my
book.
God.
The Four Agreements, man.
Yeah.
Because he said this too. He said
Yeah.
words are so powerful.
Oh my God.
The words are so powerful.
Yeah.
For example, what you were saying, something very similar. The
Yeah.
mom, the daughter was singing. She
Yeah.
was having a good time at home.
Oh yeah.
The mom came home to like having a stressful day, and
Yeah.
she told her daughter stop singing, and
Yeah.
for the rest of her life she stopped.
She stops.
And one day she started singing again, and she realized how amazing
Mm.
and beautiful her voice was.
Yeah.
So if she would have never unlocked
Yes.
that,
Oh my
she would
God.
have never discovered her voice.
Oh my God.
And that's why we have to unlock these things.
We
Yo,
gotta
Four
unlock
Agreements, by
them.
the way, is amazing.
Amazing book. Again,
Amazing
everyone.
book.
Don
Yes.
Miguel Ruiz, The Four Agreements, The
About-
Mastery of Love, all
Yes.
of the set.
I'm,
Oh
I'm,
my
I'm,
God,
I'm
man.
reading that now, The Mastery of Love. I
Awesome,
haven't
bro.
finished yet. It's an
Oh my
awesome
God.
book.
Another book, another awesome book.
Four Agreements, man. Just tell them what it is.
I'm gonna tell them right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's don't take anything personal. So again, not taking anything personal is actually you supporting yourself to remove yourself from the situation and understanding that it's the person's poison, it's the person's repressed emotions, it's their projection, it's not you, it's nothing personal. So when you heal your past trauma, when you heal and express these repressed emotions in a healthy way, when you release all this baggage, you don't take it into the now. You don't take it into the now. And that way you don't take anything personal. That's it.
You're free from it.
Yeah.
You're actually free.
Yeah.
Don't take anything personal. Don't assume.
Yeah. Don't assume anything. Don't make assumptions.
You can't make assumptions because assumptions will also create bad relations.
Oh my God. Yeah.
You can't assume that this person's doing this or this. You know, that's how you create jealousy or envy or you don't know what this person's going through. You don't know if this person really did this, so you can't assume. You got to take assumptions out of it. Yeah.
You got to ask questions. Ask the questions. Like we think we know the person. If you're dating in a relationship, you think you know somebody, but you don't know what happened to them, what they experienced, what's going on internally. So ask the questions. Don't make assumptions. And then
what's the third? The third is
it was do your best.
The word. No, that's the fourth.
The last one, right?
The third is the word. How powerful and how magical words are. Words have magic behind them.
They do.
Yeah, they do, man.
They do.
And that was, for example, when you tell somebody you can't do that.
Yeah.
Words are powerful. A person, you tell somebody they can't do it, they might not do it anymore, man. And that's that's power.
Yeah.
You know, if I tell somebody I love them and how much that's power.
Yeah.
Even, sometimes some people don't want to accept words and say, I need to see action. Even so, if you do it with the right energy and you're genuine about the words you're speaking, then
oh my God.
That,
Yeah. Words.
What's the fourth?
Do your best. It's doing your best with all of those agreements and everything you do. Do your very fucking best.
Every day.
Every day, 1% better every single day. 1% better every day. I say it on Instagram every single day. Get the fuck up and do your very best. No matter what it is, just take action on one little thing, one little action step. Whether it's moving your body, whether it's getting that college assignment done, whether it's making this podcast episode and reaching a higher vibration of consciousness. Every single day is better. Every day. And like what you spoke about with words, like words have power, like you said. Words are
everything.
It's vibration. Like when we speak, it's vibration. We have vibration coming out of us. It's our internal vibration that we give to people. So what are you giving? What are those vibrations that you're giving to the people, to the world, to yourself, to your family, to your friends? How are you speaking to yourself? Notice that inner dialogue. Are you speaking yourself with disempowerment? Do you have internal beliefs that you're not good enough? Do you have those thoughts that you can't do this and you can't do that? You should do this, you should do that. You could have done this, you could have done that. What are you thinking? What are you believing about yourself? What are you believing about everything else? become conscious again, become conscious and aware of your internal beliefs, because your beliefs,
That's consciousness.
consciousness right
That's
there,
right
consciousness,
there.
become aware and conscious of your beliefs, because your beliefs create your thoughts create your behaviors create your actions, and your actions create your results, and your results reinforce your beliefs. So it's like this 100% circle. It's this
Yeah,
yin yang experience.
it is a circle, man. It is a circle,
Yeah.
and that's why we have to keep doing this because,
Yeah.
you know, every day there's time is going, and we're
Yeah.
going into the circle, and we have to clean all of this up, man.
Oh my God. Yeah.
It's been way too long, and I think
Oh my God.
is right now consciousness and awareness is at its highest.
Oh
Some
yeah.
people are gonna get left behind. That's
Oh
fine,
yeah.
and then some people are gonna evolve, but that's
Yeah.
up to you. You know, that's up to
100%.
everybody. You know, that's even up to myself. That's up to you. That's up to your
Yeah.
friends, your partners, your family. You can, you know, I don't want to sound cliche and corny, but yeah, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make the horse drink the
Mm.
water, man.
Oh yeah.
At the
Oh
end of
yeah.
the day, like everybody's gonna go to the water, but it's up to them to drink it or not, you know?
100%.
And some people might be like, oh, that shit is corny or this, I don't care, I just want to live my life. And that's fine. But at the end
Yeah.
of the day, like, you know, you gotta you sleep at night. You're gonna sleep with yourself. You're gonna be to yourself. So
Yeah.
you gotta figure out what's gonna better you and
Oh
what's
yeah.
gonna help you, you know, through your process. Because everybody's going through a process.
Oh yeah.
Everybody. I don't care who you are out there. You could be from the most successful or richest or to the poorest. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Everybody's going through the process, and you know, consciousness and awareness helps you
Oh yeah.
evolve, helps you go through your process, and bringing the consciousness and awareness to yourself.
Mm.
You can only do that. You
Yeah.
know, as much books as you can read and much knowledge you can take in, you can only do it for yourself, man.
100%. You got to
Yeah,
experience it. You got to have these experiences. And going back to discipline and consistency, like your girlfriend said, like every
yeah,
single day, it's a practice, it's a consistency, it's a discipline. Are you journaling? Are you releasing these emotions? Are you meditating? Are you doing yoga? Are you moving your body? Are you surrounding yourself with a like-minded community? Are you
yeah.
speaking yourself to yourself with empowering words of affirmation? What are you doing throughout your whole life? Become conscious and aware of your habits and your rituals and your routines and your behaviors and your patterns. It's for you. Do it for yourself, you know, like you
And
said, we're all,
and surround yourself with people who want to become
oh my,
better.
yes, that's
Why
so
not?
important. So important. So important. You got to surround yourself with like-minded people.
Yeah,
That's,
you got to. It's very
oh my
important.
God.
It's very
100%.
important. Man. It's very important. And also surrounding yourself with mind like people, and also communicating, man, and not being
Yeah.
afraid to communicate. I think
Yeah.
sometimes we get afraid. Like even me, sometimes I'm like, are these people are gonna listen to me, or am
Mm.
I saying the right thing? Or but at the end of the day, you can't be afraid because then when you get afraid, anxiety comes in and you hold yourself back. You can't. You
Oh
gotta
yeah.
like, you gotta put yourself out there. Say, you know
Yeah.
what, man, I'm not afraid. This is how I feel. This is what I'm saying. This is how I'm gonna communicate, and just get your voice out there. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's
Communicate
empowerment
with
right there.
people.
That's
It's
fucking empowerment right there. You got to release the fear of judgment, the fear of being judged, the fear of the risk that you'll fail. All of that. Release external validation. Release external acceptance. Just be your fucking self. That's it. It's all
Yeah,
within you. It's always
always,
been within you. You're a
always.
fucking diamond. You're a fucking diamond. It's always in you. You got to uncover the baggage, though. You got to do the process. You got to do the work. But you're a fucking diamond at the end of
You
the
have
day.
to do
You're
the work. Oh, you
beautiful.
have to do the work. You have to do the work.
Yeah. You got to do the work to uncover that. But you're within you is the diamond. So bring
You
that diamond within.
you ever listen to he's a shaman. I wouldn't say a shaman. He's more of a spiritual leader of a guru. You ever listen to Muji?
I don't think so.
All
What
right.
does he talk about?
It's he's his seminars and everything. He's amazing.
Mm,
But I was listening to one of his seminars the other day, and he said, very quick, very simple. He
yeah.
said, "Would you?" And this comes from validation. He said, "Would
Mm,
you rather have a lot of people know who you are
mm.
and not know who you are yourself, or would you rather have nobody know you but know who you are?"
Oh my God, bro. I just got goosebumps again.
Yeah, it's because we're looking for validation from this, that. No, at the end of the day, As long as you know who you are,
Yeah.
that's all that matters.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, like
100%.
you said, it's a process. You got to work for it. You got to get better, but you know who
Yeah.
you are. And a
Oh
lot of
yeah.
people, a lot of us, even myself sometimes, because I'm not going to sit and say, I don't go through that, but I go through that. I look sometimes for validation. Damn, should I put this out? Or, and because I work on music too sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, should I put this on Instagram or should I put this on YouTube? And I'm like, nah, people may not fuck with it or people may
Mm,
not want to hear this, but who cares? I like it, right?
100%.
All that matters.
That's all that matters.
Number one validation from anybody is
No more.
yourself.
No
Is
more of
yourself.
that. No
Yeah,
more of
no
that.
more.
And
Take that
again,
out. Shut up.
it comes back to working with a professional like a therapist or a life coach.
Yeah,
When we seek external validation and external acceptance, that's actually what we coped with in childhood. We were trying
uh-huh.
to seek validation and acceptance and love and appreciation and respect from our parents, from our guardians. And if they said that you're not good enough or you're not worthy of being loved or anything else that's disempowering, you're going to go through life seeking that external validation and acceptance and love and respect from other people. But once you do that inner work and understand that you don't let go of that, you don't got to seek anything from anyone. You got to just love yourself, know who you are, like you said. Muji said it was Muji, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Know thyself, know yourself, know who you are, know what you love, know what you want, know what you want to do, know what you need, know what you want to create. Who are you? Who is Jason? Who is Nikita? Who are you? Who are you outside of this physical body? Outside of this, who are you? What do you want to do? What do you want to create? Understand and get clear on who you are. So sit down with yourself, meditate, silence your mind, go within, journal about what's coming up for you. Who are you? What do you want to create? What's your mission? What's your purpose? Why do you want to wake up? Why do you wake up every day? What
yeah.
is it?
What is
All
it?
of this. Go
Yeah, what's your
within.
purpose? Yeah, and I
What's your
and don't get me
purpose?
wrong, and don't get me wrong, Nick. I think people have people have this issue because we're always, like I said, like you asked me in the beginning, well, how, who made me how I am today,
Mm,
and it's culture and it's society and it's system
yeah.
systematics, and don't
Yeah.
get me wrong, I get it, they're very strong on us, so it kind of makes us second guess ourselves or question
Mm,
ourselves, why am I doing this, what's my purpose? But at the end of the day, you have, like I said, you have the answer for that, so you have,
yes.
and it's hard for people. I know it's hard. It's hard for myself too sometimes. Sometimes I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, what's my purpose? But you have to really dig deep and to
Yes.
know who you are and find that for yourself. You can't,
Yeah.
and like you said before, validation and finding this from that. That's why we get mixed up all in that.
Oh
We
yeah.
get so mixed
Oh
up
yeah.
trying to find who we are because we're looking for validation. No,
Oh yeah.
you know who you are. Go find who
Yeah.
you are, feel that and express that. Don't
Exactly.
let the system, don't let, don't let culture, don't and I love culture, don't get me wrong, but don't let culture, or don't let the system enslave you. Don't say,
Yes.
oh, you have to be this way, or you have to have a family at 30, or you have to have a family and live with them, or have a kid and they have to grow up. No, you have
Mm,
to do it the way you feel is right.
exactly.
This is what you feel is right. Do it. This is what you want.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
you get a lot of
Exactly.
backlash from if you don't do it this way or if you don't have this at this age. No,
Nah.
everybody has their own process of how they do
Process.
it. Yes,
Yes.
and everybody has it their own way. You
Yeah.
know, you won't. Some people won't become successful till they're 50. That's fine.
Exactly.
Some people are
Exactly.
successful at 22. It's fine.
It
It's
is.
your problem. You know,
Yeah. It's okay. It's
it's
okay. Remember
okay.
that. It's
It's
okay.
okay. Yes.
Bob Marley, everything's gonna be all right, man. It's all gonna be all right. That's it. Every single day it's gonna be all right, man. Like whatever you go through, whatever you experience, it's okay. It's for
Oh,
you.
yeah.
That's that belief
Mhm.
that really shifted my mindset and really shifted my perspective. It's
Yeah.
okay. Everything is happening for me. The breakup that I had, the traumas, my birth experience, everything that I went through, it's okay. It happened for me because I became who I am today. I'm grateful for everything that I went through because all those experiences shaped who I am today. And all those experiences that shaped who you are today is a blessing as well. And it happened for you, not to you. And everyone listening, all those experiences, everything you've gone through, everything you're going through now, it's okay. It's for you. It's for
And
you.
what helps me, Nikita, what helps me
Yeah.
the best way, I would say, and I can't say this will help everybody, but whenever I'm feeling heavy on myself, I think what helps me the most is knowing that I'm alive, that I'm breathing,
Yes.
I have my health,
Yeah.
that I have people around me that love me,
Yeah.
I have a good life. Even though you have to work for those things, you also have to take that and really analyze it and say, yo, you know what?
Oh yeah.
Everything's okay. I'm okay. My health's okay. You know, that helps a lot, you know?
Yeah.
And if you keep focusing on the negatives and like everything we just been talking about, you're gonna go through.
You're gonna get more of that.
You're gonna get
You're gonna
more of
get
that.
more of that.
You're gonna get more of it.
Yeah. And
Just
what you said.
everybody out there, just focus on the positive. Focus on just that breathing is already
Yes.
like
Oh my God.
like holy shit, I'm
Yeah.
alive. You know?
Yeah. What you just said right now is gratitude. It's a gratitude practice.
Yeah,
And I use it as a tool myself and with my clients. So every single morning in my journaling prompts, I ask myself, what am I grateful for this morning? I'm grateful for being alive and waking up. Even when you wake up, that's already a blessing. That's already a huge accomplishment and win. People out there might not be waking up, and that's fine as well because we have a belief about death.
Yeah.
Especially in the Western culture, like the death of being the end. It's not the end, but it's not the end.
But some people feel that, and don't get me wrong, I understand why people feel that. It's a lot of fear that comes up behind the word death. Behind the word death is fear, and that's what I see. And I think people get too attached to it.
Attachment,
and people are too attached to this word, they're not living. In order 100%. For you to live, you have to already kind of die.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? Like, you gotta kill that and say, you know
100%.
what? Like I want to go live my life. So
100%.
I have to already kill my past self.
Yes.
Or things that I already think that this is what it is. No, you know what I mean? Once you start, I believe once you start living like that, you kind of start seeing everything work for you.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like we can't be too attached to thinking, oh damn, death, I'm gonna die one day. Holy shit, everybody's gonna die one day.
Everyone.
And it's not people look at it, oh, whoa, don't say that, or it's too heavy. No, it's reality, and it's fine. But what is death? What is death? Could be a new beginning.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like we think, oh, all right, it closes and it's all dark and pitch black. Okay, that's fine. If that happens, fine. That's fine. But at the end of the day, it's not the end. People think, oh, and so I'm gonna live my life. Or no, just live your life. Be happy.
Exactly.
Don't even think about this shit. At the end of the day, it's gonna happen.
Exactly.
And going back to that, everything dies. You know what I mean? Everything dies. Everything dies. Yesterday, that part of you died. That's not you anymore. You know what I mean? Everything. That's why when we either break up in relationships or we lose friendships or we lose things or you moved out of your house or an apartment that you had for so long, you kind of feel this nostalgic feeling because a part of you died with that.
Death,
But we kind of deal with death every day in some way.
100%.
So that alone, once you start seeing that, you should start saying, hey, you know what? This death thing is not so hard. You gotta let go.
You gotta let go.
Everything's gonna pass. Everything you're gonna have to let go of one day. So that teaches you. That's like a little lesson itself.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
This too shall pass. You gotta let go. You gotta surrender. You gotta release and let go of the attachment to your physical body, to yourself. And understanding that I've been getting deep into what you're talking about right now, into this topic of death and understanding what is life, what is death, what is consciousness, what is it to be alive, what is it to be a human, what is it to be spiritual and to be a spirit. I've been getting into the work of Paul Chek and Aubrey Marcus, Paul Chek is an amazing human being. He's into metaphysics, into the physical body, the emotional body, the spirituality, using psychedelics as a medicine, as a plant medicine to heal, to go into the abyss, to die and to experience. Like I've been going deep into into these topics and learning and actually really diving into them and understanding, because even in my own personal experience, like when I was born, I actually died. Like when my mom was giving birth to me, her heart stopped and we both died. So I actually experienced death at birth. So that was a huge transition period in my life. That's why
Bless you.
everything I say right now, it's happening for us. It's happening for a reason. Everything happens for you, because when you wake up, you got to be fucking grateful to be fucking alive. I'm going to keep on
Yeah,
saying that. You got to be grateful to be alive,
yeah.
because you only get this one life. You only
You
get
got
this
one
one
shot.
life.
You
You
got one
only
shot.
got that.
Even if there was past yous in different
Yeah.
or
Reincarnations.
yeah, that's fine, and I believe in that. But right
Yeah.
now, the power is
This is
now.
you right now.
You have one shot.
Right
Yeah,
now.
you
Right
got this one
now.
shot. In another life, maybe you have another shot. But
Exactly.
right now, at this time, this is all we have. You
Do the
know what I mean?
best.
Yeah.
Fourth
And
agreement. Do your very best.
by the way, yeah, do your best, man. Four agreement. That's what I wanted to say. The four agreements is very important, man. Stick
Yeah.
to the four agreements, and everything is gonna work out. I actually went through
100%,
that
man.
experience. I recently, what you were just saying before
Yeah.
about you and your mom. Um, my mom said that I stopped breathing after
Oof.
2 months. I was 2 months in already
Mhm.
living, and she said I stopped breathing for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. She was
Ooh, fuck.
afraid, and she said I died. Like I wasn't breathing at all.
Wow.
I came back to life, man. And
Wow.
at the end of the day, like I guess I went through the experience of death, and
Experience. Yeah.
you know, just that alone. When she told me that, she recently told me that, and I was just like, man, I appreciate
Wow.
life. You know,
Yeah.
I probably could not even be here, at
Yeah.
this moment right now, but I'm here. So, you gotta
Yeah.
just that alone should be enough.
Yeah.
Should be enough to be happy and
Yeah.
to really want to be great. And I get it.
100%.
We don't know 100% what we are on this world. We don't know
Mm.
what we're doing here, but at least you have the improvement and the tools to become better.
Yes.
We have it. It's in us. We all have light. Everybody.
Yes. Everyone.
Everybody might not reach it, but we all have light, man.
Yeah.
So there's no excuse.
100%.
There's no excuse.
100%, brother. 100%. I love that, man. I love that. And again, yo, bless you as well. Bless you as well. Like that, I'm sure that like you going through that experience and coming back on the other side, like, man, like you're here to awaken people. You're here to wake people the fuck up. You're here to
Yeah,
bring
I
consciousness and
feel like that was
awareness.
I feel like that was my service. I didn't know my purpose, right? And then when I started cutting hair and I started talking to people and I started to be really interested in consciousness and awareness, I said, you know what? Maybe this is my purpose. I'm
Yeah.
I'm I'm here to give service. I'm
Be of
here and
service.
everything, service and love,
Yeah.
service and friendship,
Oh,
service and community.
oh my
This
God.
and I'm fine with that. I don't have to be the most successful or the most
Nah.
as long as I'm knowing that I'm giving my service and my purpose,
Yeah.
I'm happy. And I can die at peace, you know what I mean? Like
Brother. And that's also going back to letting go and releasing the attachment to our identities, like to being a lawyer, to being a CEO, a doctor, gay, lesbian, straight,
yeah,
black, white,
all
Mexican,
that, all
Native
that.
American. All those are labels. When you
It's
let
just
that
labels.
go, it's division. You got to let that go to create unity and love, empowerment, unity. That's what I stand for. I heard you saying that, love and unity. That's why we
Yeah,
align. That's what I stand for,
yeah,
love, empowerment, unity.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
And that's why we have, and all these other things are labeled too, man. Like, you know, m- and it's real because we need to have awareness about it. But
Yeah.
masculinity, feminism,
Get into that.
communism,
Get
all
into
that.
that.
Yeah, I want to get into that because
Yeah. So,
because at
like
the end of the
masculinity,
day,
feminism, and inequality. Get into that.
because we all have to come together to
Yeah.
make it better. But we also are going through these steps to bring
Mm.
awareness.
Yeah.
Masculinity, feminism right now is at its all-time highest. And it's
Mm.
great. Why? Because women should have the same rights as us, the same
Yeah.
equality as us. You know what I mean? And right now, we've been trying to put a black cloud around it,
Yeah.
especially men.
Yeah.
Why? Because we don't want some men don't want women to be
Mm,
stronger or to have the same equality. No, that has to be. We're all human beings. I don't care
exactly.
if it's a woman or a man. Or
Exactly.
transgender or is he gay or is he black or is he white? It doesn't matter. We're all people. We're
Exactly.
and we have to bring awareness to that. And especially for us men out there,
Yeah.
masculine level, we have to bring awareness to feminism.
Oh
We
yeah.
we have to
Yeah.
help because
Yes.
if we don't, we're always gonna have this issue.
Yeah.
And women are the most powerful creatures in the
Oh
world.
my God, divine feminine. Yo, like
So
I love what you just said.
yeah,
Like
because
men
and it
think
took me a
we're
while to get on this level. It took me a while to get on this level. But I started to understand. I'm like, wait. Without women, we wouldn't even
nah.
have access to even be men.
Yeah.
You know, strong men. It wouldn't be. We wouldn't be strong men without a strong woman.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And we have to
Exactly.
bring that awareness because I think it's not talked about enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think men are like, nah, I'm the man of the house. No,
Mm.
no, all it's all on the
Equal.
same level.
It's
It's
all
all
equal.
it's all on
Yeah.
the same level. I think I think this is something that is gonna uh, happen more. There's gonna be more
Yeah.
awareness, feminism and masculinism, and all that masculinity. I'm sorry, I said the
Yeah.
word wrong. Um, but we really have to bring awareness to feminism, man.
100%.
We have to.
100%.
We have to.
And to all listening, there's a book called The Way of the Superior Man by David Data. And that's a great book about talking about masculine and feminine energy, the polarities, the shifts that were happening in the past. Toxic masculinity was like, think about toxic masculinity as aggressive, like pushing, controlling,
So,
manipulation, destructive, just like repressing and oppressing. That's toxic masculinity.
oh, it's so toxic, so toxic.
Divine sacred masculinity is grounded, it's safe, it's strong, it's stable, it's nurturing, it's creating safety for the divine feminine. And like when you were talking about the divine feminine is fucking powerful. Like these divine feminine women, yo,
Yeah,
they're nurturing, their nature, their mother nature
they're mother
reincarnated.
nature itself. It's mother nature itself.
It's mother nature itself.
Women are so strong.
They are. They are.
I'm so strong. They don't. I think sometimes they don't understand it, and that's
Oh
why
yeah.
feminism is so
Oh my
important.
God.
Because women need to understand.
Yeah.
They need to stop competing with each other and help each other,
Exactly.
lift each other up to
Exactly.
build a more stronger unity for the
Yeah.
world. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And also for us men, we go into relationships and we think that a woman has to be this way and she has to be a cook or she has to be a mom to be a woman. No,
That's the
no,
programming.
that's the programming.
Let go of that programming, man.
And we have to clean that. We also have to understand that as men.
Yeah. 100%.
This is not right. Something is
Nah.
not right with this. No, this is how it should be. Or
Yeah.
not even how it should be. This is how it actually is. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? 'Cause I don't know, man. I think we're so because I'm still learning. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
We all
So
are.
I'm still trying to understand like why are we even like this as men? We got it because
Mm.
I get like that sometimes. I get like, damn shit, why is she not like this? And I
Mm.
catch myself. I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, no, she's on her own person.
Yeah.
How she wants to do it. This is how she's gonna do it. I'm gonna respect it because I love her and that's what it is. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I think we have that problem in our last generation. I think it's
Mm.
changing slowly by slowly, but I
Yeah.
think now it's starting to really, you know, become very like aware of like, okay, this is not how it is anymore. That's the
Mm.
past.
Yeah.
You know, that's we also do that with tradition,
Yeah.
the way we do traditional things, and oh, you got to have a family like this, and that affects women a lot because
100%.
women start to think that hey, this is how I got to do it, and if I don't do it, I'm not the right woman.
Then there's
Oh,
guilt and shame and
yeah,
pain.
yeah, man. There's so much to it, man. There's so
Yeah.
much to the feminist movement. There's like we could keep going on, man, because
Yeah.
there's just so much to it, man. There's
Yeah.
so much knowledge.
Yeah, and this comes back to going back to conditioning. You gotta become conscious and aware of the conditioning. You gotta release those emotions. You gotta release those patterns and behaviors. And for us men, we gotta step up to the game right now. We gotta heal. We gotta release toxic masculinity. We gotta embody sacred masculinity. We gotta ground ourselves. You got ground yourself, meditate, put your feet on the ground, pretend like there's fucking roots growing into the earth, and ground yourself into your sacred masculine energy. Create that safety for the divine and feminine. We as men, we're kings to create safety, to create structure, to create routine and discipline, and have a web of safety for the divine feminine, because the divine feminine, it can be chaotic. It can be like a wave. It's like it's smooth one day and it's like flowing another day. So we gotta create that safety. We gotta create that structure and that groundedness to incubate the divine feminine, so that the divine feminine can shine and can be nurturing for the world. So that's why for the feminine movement, it's shifting. And this gets to occur because we got to shift these polarities. We got to heal from the toxic masculinity. We get to embody sacred masculinity. The feminine gets to release their masculine walls, because they've built up masculine walls. So they got to release that and let go of the control and the assertiveness. And those are great ways of being in work. So like a woman as a CEO, yeah, like at work, she can embody more masculine energy and be assertive. But when she's at home, embodying that safe, divine, feminine energy, and the man being his sacred man, and like just creating that polarity, and like that's where the balance is. So we got to create that, man. We got to create that.
We have to. Because if we don't, then we're never gonna evolve. You know what I mean? And it starts with all of that. We have to do that, because we stay at one level. You know what I mean? We stay in this third dimensional level, and we have to reach these. These are fourth and fifth dimensional levels of life. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm sure it is, man. I like to think, at least I'm 100% sure it is, because how we're evolving, if we're staying in a third dimensional perspective or realm, you know what I mean? In order for us to get on this level, we have to change all that. The feminist movements, the masculine movements. We have to evolve. We have to keep evolving.
Exactly.
If we don't, we just get stuck. We get stuck on thinking, hey, this is what it is, and then you're not living life. You're like kind of like you're just in the pattern. We're in like loopholes.
Yeah, exactly.
These loopholes.
Exactly. I mean? You gotta release that. You gotta let go of those patterns. You just gotta keep on evolving, like you said. You gotta keep on moving. You gotta keep on evolving and growing and just becoming the best version of yourself every single day. Doing your very fucking best every day. 4 agreements. Keep on saying that every day.
And I was listening, shout out to KRS-One. He's a old rapper, hip hop. No, not old rapper. I don't want to say old, but back in the day, hip hop artist and all that. He has seminars around going to colleges and stuff, and he was talking about. I just want to bring this up real fast. He was talking about what is fifth dimension to people. He said for himself, for his knowledge and what he's been learning, because this guy, he was homeless. He lived in a library for like 8 months. He would sneak in a library, live there, and read books. Yeah, amazing. Inspired me. He was saying, what is the fifth dimension to people? He said, you have this voice, right? You close your eyes and you can't hear, and you can't say it with your mouth. So where does this voice come from? There's a voice that comes in our mind. You know what I mean? He said, if you just say the word rock star in your mind, you close your eyes and you don't say anything and you say rock star. Like, I just did it right now, right? I'm projecting this fifth dimension from somewhere into myself.
Yeah.
Giving myself the most positive word I can use. Rock.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And we have to understand how to tap into that. We got to tap, because that helps you. That helps you. Because you're getting that source from something higher, from above yourself. Like, all right, where do I get that? Even though I'm using my mind, but I'm still saying it. I'm inside of it. Even though I'm creating that word from my mind, I'm also creating it I'm also getting it from a higher source.
Yes.
So we
Yes.
have to learn how to tap into that. And that's almost like the fifth dimension. If I don't
Yeah.
want to get too deep within that, but simple as that. And it's like the words, how we said how strong and magical words are. You
Yeah.
tell yourself you're great in your mind, or you tell yourself
Yes.
I'm better, or I'm gonna do this. You're tapping into that.
100%.
Everybody out there, we got to learn how to tap into that for yourself to better yourself. You know what I mean?
Yes. 100% every single day. Every single day. And again,
So
yeah, I love that, man. You got to tap into source. Source is traveling through you, you know? So
there's spirit
that's,
guides out there, man. There's spirit
huh?
guides. We all have spirit guides,
Oh
man.
yeah. Oh my
We all
God.
have spirit guides, yeah.
100%. 100%, man.
You gotta know how to listen to it. You gotta know how to
Yeah.
ask for permission or ask for like knowledge or like choices. Sometimes they help you with choices. Like
Yeah.
there's real spirit guides out there. We just gotta know
There
how to
are.
tap. And they help with our consciousness, our awareness, everything.
Yeah. Mine's a stag.
Yeah?
It's a deer. Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
What,
just
what about
I
you?
don't I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I think right now, what I'm starting to see, what I'm starting to feel is I'm getting I have like gypsy, gypsy
Mm,
like spiritual guides, gypsy
yeah.
spiritual guides, and I also have Native American
Ooh.
spiritual guides. I think I have about three or four. I'm not sure. I'm not
Mm,
seeing them as best as I can, but I know they help me and they guide me
yeah.
throughout life, and it's very important for me. I know some people may say, oh, I don't know what that is, but for me, it's something that I've been learning about.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
And
see
when you,
them.
I love that. And when you see like, and it comes back to diving deep into, just go and experience life. Go and experience these things. Like stop being stuck in your routine, like going through your 9 to 5 and doing the same thing every single day. Open your mind, open your energy, like become conscious and aware of there's so much things that we don't know that we don't know.
That we don't
Every
know.
day I'm like, shit, yo, I'm excited to learn
Yeah,
and experience. I'm
yeah,
like, fuck.
yeah. When new knowledge hits me, I'm like, damn, I thought that's my
Yeah.
ego. I'm like, I gotta kill my ego more because I thought I knew, and nope,
Yeah.
you
Nah.
anymore. Yeah,
We don't know what we don't know. There's so much that we don't know.
too much
And
knowledge out there,
that's
man.
so that's the beauty of it. Like there's so much that we can evolve and expand as consciousness. Again, going back to consciousness, this is the topic of our conversation right now.
Yeah, 100%.
Consciousness and awareness, man. We got to raise our consciousness and awareness as a collective society.
Yeah, because if you don't, then you're not gonna, for me, if I didn't tap into becoming more conscious and becoming aware of my own consciousness, then I
Yeah.
would have never learned about feminism. I would
Mm,
have never learned about masculinity. I would have never learned about, communism or where I come from or different cultures
yeah.
or, I wouldn't have the life that I have now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I'm grateful for that because if I weren't conscious, I wouldn't have it. You know what I mean? And
Mm,
we gotta aware, we gotta bring this awareness to people. We gotta bring
yeah.
this consciousness to people. People out there, tap into it, man,
Tap
because
into it,
there's
man.
always so much to learn. Let's
Yeah.
keep going, keep moving, keep pushing.
100%.
Don't stay stuck. If you don't love what you're doing in life, then stop doing it.
Yeah.
That's simple.
Yeah.
Gary Vee said this. I don't know if you know Gary Vee.
Yeah, of course.
He put it out the other day. He said if you don't love what you're doing, stop doing it.
Yeah.
Very simple. It doesn't have to be so complicated. Everything can be
Nah.
very simple. You know
Very
what I mean?
simple.
Even learning about consciousness and everything. If you don't want to get so deep in it, there's also simplicity in it.
Yeah.
There's very simple things in it. You know what I mean? And going. I don't even want to get too deep into like the whole religion thing. I don't want to get too deep
Hmm.
into it. But you don't need things to tell you how to be. It's very simple.
Yeah.
It's very common sense. Spirituality is very common sense. Be
Mm,
a good person every day. Be a good person in your community, to your
mm,
loved one. You know what I mean? Do good deeds.
mm.
It's very simple. We don't need more. You know what I mean? It's here. It's
Yeah.
right here.
It is. It's always here, man. It's always there. It's always there. It's all
We
you got
all
to
have it.
do.
We all have it.
It's all you got to do. We all do. And we all are. We
We all
are.
are.
We're eternal consciousness. We're eternal spiritual beings. It's a
Yeah.
game here. You know, we got to have fun and play this game of life. We're here to evolve, to expand as spiritual beings. Let's have fun. You know, let's
We,
have fun.
yeah. And for us to reach that seventh chakra and that seventh power of love, we all gotta love
Mm,
each other, man. We all
yes.
in it together.
And you know
We
what?
all gotta help each other. Yeah.
You know what? It starts with yourself. You got to love yourself first. We got to
Hey,
love ourselves.
number one.
When you love yourself and you connect with this part right here, when you connect with right here and you be vulnerable and you love yourself, you're gonna love others, man. When you
The
fill up your
number.
cup, oh my God, you're gonna fucking give it away, man. You're gonna give it away and be of service. So
That's the
love
number
yourself right
one.
here.
That's
Be
the
right here.
number one relationship you gotta have is with yourself.
Yep.
That's it.
100%, man. 100%.
And
That's where
everything
it
else,
starts.
everything else works.
That's where it starts. Relationship with yourself supports relationships with your spouse, with your parents. Relationship with money. Your relationship with money is your relationship with yourself. What you
Yeah,
believe about yourself. Are you
yeah.
worthy of receiving abundance? Are you worthy of receiving that cash flow and coming in? So,
Because
what are your
remember, also,
beliefs?
also remember, guys, like money is energy. You know, sometimes
Yes.
I let money affect my mood and my emotions, but when you start to shift it and realize that money
Mm,
is energy,
yeah.
it no longer makes you feel this way. It no
Yeah.
longer has control over your emotions. You
Yeah.
start to real, and that's when money works for you. That's when it comes in,
Yes.
and it comes to you, and you're like, holy shit, like I'm not even worried about it no more, and I'm just getting it, you know. So
100%.
once we start to understand that money's just energy,
Yeah.
everything else starts to flow with it. Everything,
100%.
everything flows.
100%. And
Yeah.
everything is energy. So even our going back, emotions are energy in motion. A
Emotions are
great
energy.
book that I would want to recommend about money is The Illusion of Money by Kyle Cease. Great book, The Illusion
Okay.
of Money. So going back to like if you want to love others, you got to love yourself. You got to connect with yourself. Again, going back to sit with yourself, quiet your mind, sit with your thoughts and emotions, feel what you're feeling, think what you're thinking. Just become conscious and aware of whatever is coming up right now in this present moment. Stop just ignoring what you're feeling with external things and situations. Stop that. Stop deluding yourself. Stop living in an illusion, and
Yeah.
stop being intoxicated by what's going on. Start getting sober by just being with yourself. Get
Yeah.
sober and remember. Come back to remembering who you are, and just to increase your level of consciousness. That's what it's
Yeah.
about right now.
What
That's
is
what
it
it's
about?
about.
That's where we're headed to, man. That's where
100%. That's where we're
we're
going right now. That's what we're going through right now.
going.
Dude, yo, I'm fucking grateful for you and this conversation.
I'm
Before
very
I ask
grateful.
my final questions, um,
Yeah, go ahead.
share a few like daily rituals or habits you have that support you to like raise your consciousness and support you to live a healthy lifestyle.
Okay, so I would say, okay, best thing to do is for me, which I'm getting better at.
Mhm.
Once you get up, don't just jump on your phone.
Mm.
Don't don't just jump on TV or something.
Yep.
Read a good book.
Oh yeah.
Have a cup of tea
Oh yeah.
or a cup of coffee. I love coffee. I know it's
Yeah.
not the best thing to always have caffeine, but I like coffee.
Yeah, me
Read a
too.
good book. You know, listen to some mantra.
Oh
Do
yeah.
some yoga. Stretch. Even if you're not doing yoga, you don't want to do so much. Stretch a little bit. You
Yeah.
know, get your body moving, and then whatever you got to do throughout the day, do it. For me,
Yes.
I like to. What helps me is yoga a lot. What helps me is
Mm.
meditation. I don't
Mm.
even meditate long. 5 minutes
Yeah.
is even
That's
good.
all you need.
You know what? That's all you need. Um, all these things are very beneficial for me.
Yeah.
I think these are things that can help a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta really be aware when you get up. You know, because life already is a lot.
Yeah.
Life outside is already a lot.
Yeah.
So you don't want to get up and be overstressed or overthinking or looking at
Exactly.
what's on your phone or the news or chill.
Yeah.
Just take your time. It's you have control of your time. So take
Mm.
time to do things. Ride a bike. Go like you said. Go run. I like
Yeah.
to play basketball, so some days I'll go play basketball to release things, or
Mm.
watch a good movie
Yeah.
with a friend or by yourself, or just do all these things to really say, you know what, man, all right, this is what I'm gonna do to
Oof.
work myself to be better, to like, you gotta pick these little things to work on.
Yes.
You can't jump the gun and say, oh, I gotta go to work, or I gotta do this, and you gotta
Mm.
overflow yourself. everything
Exactly.
everything is taking your time, and taking your day by day. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Take it day by day. Take your life day by day.
I love
And
that.
these are the things that work for me. Read it.
I love that.
Yeah, get up, read a good book. You know, have a good cup of tea, and start your day.
I
Very
love that,
simple.
man.
Be so much.
I love that. Yeah, that's what I do and what I recommend people as well. So when you
Yeah,
get up, don't look at your phone because that's gonna overstimulate you. Get up and have a structured morning routine. So whether it's meditation, journaling, reading, stretching, doing yoga, like you said, having a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, have that set ritual for yourself. Like have it as like, hey, this is my time. This is what I do to get grounded. This is what I do to get centered. This is what I center myself with. This is what I do to go within with and instead of coming without. So go within yourself first. Start the day. Ground yourself. Center yourself. Reawaken that inner spiritual warrior, and then you go out
yeah,
into whatever you got to do throughout the day.
yeah. And before we you come to your last question, I just want to bring awareness to
Yeah.
there's a Netflix series, or not a Netflix documentary slash
Mhm.
movie. It's called Social Dilemma. I don't know
Mm.
if you've seen it.
I heard about it.
No, you should watch it. I mean, it's already like knowledge that we know, but it brings more awareness of knowledge, and we also have to be aware of like our technology.
Mm.
Technology is very good, but we get lost into it, and we
Yeah.
have to be aware that you can't think that everything you see on your phone is the truth, because there's a lot of
Mm.
propaganda. There's a lot
Yeah.
of unnecessary things. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of beneficial things on technology and our phones and stuff, but
Mm.
you also have to have balance.
Yes.
Bring balance into like how you
Balance.
use these things, because at the end of the day, like, it's not everything. And for people out there, I know sometimes that happens for me. We see other people's lives and we think, damn, my life is shit, or my life is
Mm.
not the best. No, your life is always the best. It's how you see it.
Yes.
We can't think that we can't think that, hey, this is what life is. It's first for that person, that's what life is. For me,
Mm.
what life is, and I'm happy with this. You know what I mean?
Yes.
There's a there, social media brings a lot of depression for people.
Oh my God.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Yeah, it brings a lot of depression, and people start to, they don't value their life because they think,
Exactly.
this person's life is better. No, that's not what
Nah,
it is.
brother.
And people out there, you don't think like that. Don't feel that you don't have value in your life, or your life is not
Mm.
worth it. Everybody has a beautiful life, man.
Yes.
You gotta really tap into it and see it. And don't get me
Exactly.
wrong, there is a lot of things going on out there, and there's a lot of, like, things we don't see, but we have to bring that energy to
Yeah.
make it better. And to you see a homeless guy out there, you don't have to give him $1, but say good morning to him or
Yeah.
something. Just recognize each other. You know what I mean? Like, it's all about recognition, man. And we gotta
Mm.
we gotta do that, because social media is taking us away from that.
Mm.
We gotta know how to connect more
Yes.
than just a picture. We have
Yeah.
to connect, actually ask somebody how they're feeling, or are they
Mm.
happy? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, just because you see me on social media doing this and that, okay, bye bye. She's leaving. I wanted to introduce her. Um, we got to be more aware of that, and people can't just, you know, people can't just not be aware of it, man.
Mm.
Social media is taking us away from it, is disconnecting us, and in order for us to be more connected, we gotta start being aware of that. So,
Brother, I love that, man. I love
mhm.
that. Letting go of that comparison from others because everyone's having their own battle. Everyone is having their own process, like you said. We get to have our own process. We get to value our life. We get to know that we're unique and special, and we get to know that we're enough and that we matter and we're worthy. And we get to see other people for who they are. We get to have people be heard. So ask somebody how they're doing. Ask somebody how they're feeling. If they say good, nah, stop that service level shit. How are you actually doing? How are you feeling, bro? How are you feeling?
So
Stop that
are you
surface stuff. Yeah.
happy?
What are you feeling? What
Because
are you
you know what yeah, you know what it is in social media. We're always giving our best. You know what I mean? So everybody's like, ah, he's okay. You know what I mean? You can't always give your best. You gotta like,
nah,
gotta be
authenticity.
authentic. You gotta be vulnerable
Authenticity.
sometimes.
Vulnerability.
I'm not
Yes.
okay today. You know, I'm not okay today, or I'm feeling
Yeah.
this way today, or you gotta express that too sometimes. I'm not saying that you have to show it on social media, but yo, sometimes you gotta reach out to people and say, yo, is everything
Yeah.
okay? Are you good? You happy? All
Yeah.
right. I'm good. All right, that's good, man. Just checking up on you. You
Yeah.
know?
I love that, brother. I
Think
love
people
that.
think, people think you're checking on your Instagram, you're checking somebody else's Instagram. Oh, I know he's okay. No, you gotta actually check up on a person, you know?
Yeah.
It's really
I love that,
important.
bro.
It's really
And
important.
and that's where that love comes in. That's where that empowerment and unity comes in. So have people be seen and heard, you know, like reach out to them, see how they're doing. And that's where healing happens, you know. When you have somebody be seen and heard and loved and appreciated and accepted for who they are, no matter what baggage they have, no matter what they're going through, no matter what their behaviors are, when they're
Yeah,
seen and heard, man, that's where the healing happens, man.
it's
That's where the
really,
healing happens, you
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
So let's all just have unity. Let's unite. Let's raise our consciousness. Let's raise our
Sure.
vibration and
That,
frequency.
that, that's what this whole channel and this whole recording is about, man. To bring
100%.
that awareness. We're bringing it to the audience, and we're also bringing it to ourselves. Just from
Exactly.
this conversation and this experience, I'm gaining knowledge.
Likewise.
You
Likewise.
knowledge. So,
Likewise,
bless,
brother.
man,
I appreciate
bless.
you, man. I fucking appreciate
Yeah.
you.
I
I fucking
appreciate
appreciate
you too,
you.
brother. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Love you, brother.
Love you too, man.
Man, I would want to go like for fucking 3 hours. I have
I
other.
going, man. I ain't stopping. I can keep going because there's so much. There's so
There is
much to
so
talk
much.
about, and there's also, I get a little shy on camera too. But there's sometimes you gotta express everything you know,
Yes,
and
everything, man.
knowledge. Because there's sometimes I'm like, right now while we're conversating, there's so much also knowledge. I'm like, oh, I want to say this and I want to say
Yeah,
that. It's just we gotta also keep going. We gotta keep
yeah.
pushing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we're definitely gonna have you. I'm definitely gonna have you on again for round two.
Yeah, we're
There's
gonna have
so
to do
much
a
to
round.
unpack. There's so
Yeah,
much to
'cause
unpack.
I'm gonna have to like do some more reading and research so I can bring even more more awareness to the channel. You know what I
And
mean?
again,
So
it's all within you, man. Like when you are being your authentic and vulnerable self, and when you're just expressing and you're letting source travel through you, you're just being a vessel. You're being a vessel of service to humanity, and that's what I want to bring as well. I want to be a vessel for the eternal. I want to be a vessel to whatever you want to call it, God,
and you are,
universe,
you are
source, bruh. That's what we got to do, man. We gotta
doing
do
the
that.
work,
Being of
doing the
service,
work.
man.
Yeah,
Being of
and
service, man.
you taught me this. You put out a video not too long ago. Like you got to be vulnerable, man. And
Oh my
sometimes
God,
we're
man.
sometimes we're afraid to be vulnerable. Like don't be people out there. Don't be afraid of vulnerability, man.
Nah,
That's
man. It's
that's your
strength.
truest self. Yeah,
It's
that's
fucking strength,
strength.
man.
That is true strength, man.
Oh
And
my
thank you
God.
for bringing awareness to me about that. You
Of
brought
course,
more
man.
awareness to me, and I
Of
really
course.
appreciate you for that. Thank you,
Yeah,
man.
and that's also how we heal as a society. You know, when we're open and authentic and vulnerable and just expressing what's going on within ourselves, bro, we release so much baggage. Going back to therapy, man, and going back to consciousness,
Woo!
going
It's
back to
like
all of
yeah,
everything that we spoke about, your
yeah.
words, the assumptions you make, the just sharing, man, having that community around you of like-minded people to support you and hold you accountable and lift you high, and having that support system is so fucking powerful. So
Very powerful and
oh
important.
my God,
Very-
man, what are you most excited about right now?
Ah, I talked about it before,
Mhm.
but I don't want to get I don't want to get you guys the wrong assumption. I get excited about the future, even though I'm in the now. I'm in the now. Don't get me wrong, but I get excited about the future because of the work that I am doing in the now.
Yeah.
So the more work I'm doing, I'm getting excited about. I'm
Yes.
getting excited to see how I'm gonna grow, how I'm gonna be when I'm old,
Mm.
how I'm gonna. Some people are afraid of
So what is
age. Like,
that? What is it? What is it that you see yourself doing? What are you most excited about your future, your vision?
my vision, okay, what I see myself doing is doing this more, what we're doing, bringing more
Mm.
awareness. Um, meeting more people like us, meeting more people who want to bring more conscience to the world, who wants to bring more awareness.
Mm.
I'm very excited about that. I'm excited about what is going to happen in the next 10 years with also with the world, with
Yeah.
with technology, where we're going. I'm excited. I get afraid too sometimes. I have a little bit of fear just because of everything that's been going on with COVID and the whole, the way things are being approached. But I believe and I have hope that that so much awareness and so much consciousness is gonna come
Oh my God.
that we're gonna be like,
Yeah.
we're going into a good direction right now,
Oh
man.
yeah, 100%, man. It's a huge wake up call. It's a huge time to reflect, to work on ourselves, to just really raise our vibration and raise consciousness as a society, as a collective, and
What,
just
what, what
evolve.
about
You know.
you? What about you? What are you excited about, man?
Oh my God, man.
I'm
I'm excited about the now right now. I'm excited about everything that I'm doing, like with this podcast, bringing value and bringing people on that um, experienced
yeah.
life from a different perspective and having them share the perspective and perception on what life is about. You know, what is consciousness? What is awareness? What is it to be a human being? What is it to be a high performer in all areas of your life? Like, what is it to be a, here on earth, you know, like what is it, like all these different perspectives and perceptions. And I'm super excited and obsessed about my coaching practice as a health and life coach, and being able to inspire and empower human beings to really break through their fears and limiting beliefs, to become conscious and aware of what areas of their life they're most dissatisfied with, and to get clarity on what their vision and purpose is in all 12 areas of life, and just support them to be high performers, and just take themselves and their life to the next level, and to increase their vibration and frequency, and just to really be of service to humanity. Like that's what I'm most excited about, to being of service to humanity,
I
to
like that,
using
man.
source and being a vessel for consciousness, being a vessel for God, being a vessel for the higher energy and vibration and frequency, and just being here to make an impact, to wake people the fuck up.
That's it,
Wake
yeah.
people the
People
fuck
up,
up, man.
and just waking people up to get better, man. Like,
Exactly.
don't get me wrong, man. In my past, I made a lot of mistakes, man.
We all
But
have, man. So have
yeah,
I.
we all have. We all made mistakes, and it's all the matter of becoming better and really
Yes.
working on that. And that's what you're
Yes.
doing. That's what I want to do. I'm highly
Exactly.
obsessed with it too because I have hope in
Yeah.
people, and there was a time in my life I lost hope in people. I lost
Mm.
hope in human. Like, I just lost hope. I was like, wait, this is how people are, and this no, I get it, man. There's a lot of crazy shit out there in the world,
Yeah.
but you still gotta have hope. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You gotta have faith and hope,
Faith.
and just pray that things will get better. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Yeah.
that's all that
And
matters. That's what really matters, man.
I love that. And we get to step up as leaders to make it happen, man.
Of course,
We
man.
gotta take ownership,
Gotta step up, bro.
responsibility, and step up
Gotta
and
do it. Yeah.
do whatever it takes. You know, like we gotta, especially as men, we gotta like wake up our inner warrior. I keep on speaking about that. Like we gotta wake up that inner spiritual warrior within us, bring up
Yeah.
that fire, and just take action and support each other, man.
Also, if you get a chance,
Yeah.
watch a film. It's called Peaceful Warrior.
Peaceful warrior.
You ever heard of this?
No.
Amazing film. It's
Peaceful
it's
warrior.
what you're saying. It's about tapping into that spiritual warrior. It's
Peaceful warrior.
real quick. A real quick a real quick brief of what the movie's about for
Mm-hmm.
everybody out there. It's about a college student
Mm-hmm.
who's trying out for the Olympics.
Mm.
He's a ringer. You know the ringers.
Yeah.
One of the hardest one of the hardest things to do out there. It's one of the hardest Olympians to do. Like a ringer is very hard, right? So he's a ringer. He's trying to he's trying to become the best, but he has a dream that he shatters his knee and he can no longer be a ringer. He wakes up at 3 in the morning, goes for a run while he has his dream, and he runs into a spiritual leader that's a guy working at a gas station, and he just gives service.
Wow.
And he starts this guy at the gas station starts becoming his like guru. You got to watch the film. Amazing film.
Oh
It's
my
called
God.
Amazing film.
Will do.
I suggest everybody out there watch it. And it talks about what we've been talking about, tapping into the peaceful, tapping into that spiritual warrior and really knowing who that spiritual warrior is within yourself. You know what I
Beautiful.
mean?
Will do,
It's-
brother.
yeah,
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank you for that. Before I ask my final question, where can people find you, learn more about you, connect with you, reach out to you?
Right now, my strongest platform is my Instagram. It's
Awesome.
John Matteo, JAHMATTEO. I'm using that right now as my highest platform of connecting with people.
Mm-hmm.
And if people want to reach out, um, I normally just put my lifestyle and things that I've been doing on there, but I think I'm gonna start also using it to connect with people on this level.
Yes.
Because I realize like I'm starting to realize that's kind of my purpose. I want to
Yeah.
provide service. That's why I got into cutting hair.
Yeah.
Just because I realized I was helping people not just look better, but feeling better. And
Feel better.
talking.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Feeling better, man.
yeah. And I realized, wow,
Yeah.
if I do this on this form, then I can do it on so many other platforms.
Oh yeah. Oh
So
yeah. And you get to fucking do that, man. You get to fucking bring that value and be of service to humanity. You get to make that happen, man. You get to make that
it's
happen.
it's a pleasure to even
Yeah.
be able to do that. You know what I mean? And
100%.
if this is my purpose, then I'm gonna provide, and
Yeah.
it's what I want to do. It's what I love
Beautiful,
doing.
man. Yeah. I see that, bro. I see that energy in you.
See it in you too, brother. I see it in your eyes.
Thanks, man. All right, so I'm gonna have your Instagram in the description. Everyone, make sure you connect with this man. Like he's a fucking beautiful human being. Um, my final question is: what is your definition of high performance, and what does it take to reach that level?
My definition of high performance. My definition of high performance, man, is wake up,
Mm.
breathe, and get better. Work on getting better. That is the highest performance you can. Work on everything you want to get better at. Whether it is reading, writing, um, working out, it's up to you. It's up to you. But that's your highest performance that you can do. That's my highest performance. Is on working on getting better on everything you can do. Some people want to say, I'm bored. What I don't have nothing to do. There's always
Yes.
something to do
Yes.
and getting better at.
Yep.
Hey, I want to learn a language. I'm gonna get better at it. I want to learn how to be better at yoga. I'm gonna do it. I want to get better at working out. I'm gonna do it. There's always something to do. So you can be at high performance on everything. My high performance is getting better at everything.
Oof.
The highest performance you can do.
Oh my God.
Become a better son, a better father, a better friend, a better person in the community. Like we said before, these are high performances, and we can do it.
Beautiful,
For
brother.
sure. Yeah, for sure.
Ooh, man, wake up, breathe, and be better every single day.
Every single day.
I love that, man.
What about you? What's
Man,
your performance? What's your high performance, Nikita?
Oh
What's your high
man, nobody asked me that before.
I
It's
want to know.
always
I
me
want,
asking.
yeah, I want to know what's your high performance, man.
Oh my God, dude. My definition of high performance is, man,
What?
following through on your word, doing what you say you're going to do every single time, being an
Consistency.
consistency, man, consistency,
Yeah.
saying what you're going to do, doing it, being in integrity, and that's when you build your that self-love. That's when you know that you're good enough, because you believe in yourself, because you follow through on what you say you're going to do. So every single day following through on what I say I'm going to do is that next level of high performance. So consistency, having that discipline, doing my morning ritual, doing my evening ritual, staying consistent with eating high food, high nutrient dense quality food, moving my body every single day, meditating, drinking water, surrounding myself with like-minded people, having these conversations, being of service, all of this, reading like high quality books, and like introducing myself to the best material, like just being the best version of myself and choosing how I want to feel, being in control of myself, controlling my emotions, releasing them in a healthy way, embodying and bringing that joy to people, man.
Mm.
That's high performance to me. That's
Amazing.
high performance to
Also,
me.
also listening
Yeah.
to very good music, man.
Yeah. Oh my God. That energy, yo. Music is
Yeah,
so
listen to
good.
good music, man.
You
Good
gotta
music.
listen to music. Yo, it's so important. Music is
Yeah, music
emotions.
is
It's
a very,
energy.
yeah, it's a very strong tool that
Yeah.
we have. So
100%,
we
man.
gotta know how to listen to the right music, the right mantras,
Yeah.
watching the right videos.
100%.
Also high performance is uh you know exploring and researching like good meditation videos
Yeah.
or um watching seminars of people
Yes.
talking like TED Talks. These are amazing videos to explore and to try to
Yeah.
watch and to try to find because you can learn a lot. You can learn a
Yeah.
lot, man. You can learn a lot with
100%.
these videos and music and everything, man.
100%. So
100%.
we all get to continue experiencing life, trying out different modalities and tools,
Yeah,
and just continuing and just learning.
yeah.
So man, I want to thank you for being here and just being a blessing, and just a pure soul on this planet, and just bringing consciousness and awareness to this conversation, and just to continuing to pursue your best highest self every single day, and showing up and being a leader, and just being an amazing human being, man. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you, brother.
Thank you too, Nikita. Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate you, man. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Just
Thank
want to
you.
say I appreciate you having me on your podcast, and I appreciate you reaching out, and I appreciate the videos you send me, man, because you motivate the shit out of me. You give me energy too, and it's only fair to give back. We got to keep
Yeah.
giving back and forth energy, man, because that's how
Every
we
day.
motivate ourselves, and that's how we keep pushing ourselves, man. We got to push ourselves, man. We got to push ourselves.
Every
It's
day,
amazing,
brother.
man. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Every
Thank
day.
you so much,
What?
man. Thank you.
Yo, love, empowerment, unity to everyone. Let's stand for that. Let's continue to grow and evolve. Like,
100%.
subscribe, share, um, share it with your friends, your family, and let's all, until next time, continue pursuing that high performance, baby. Let's go.
High performance, man.
Peace.
Peace, man.